This episode is brought to you by no one. No one. They're not anyone. If you want to sponsor the podcast, let me know. Holla at me. I did the hand phone thing. Anyway, this episode we got Mez, OG Australian, first video guy, then drifter, now both. Buy some stuff from Reckham. They got some cool stuff out there in the down under. Mez is probably one of the funniest people I've ever met, and this one went like way off the rails. Like I didn't expect how this one went, but actually this is probably one of my favorite ones because of that. Mez had me literally like crying, laughing when we were judging Team Tandem at Animal Style GP in New Zealand, like because he was emceeing. I have never I was like in pain trying to pay attention to what was going on, and I actually did Billy and Mez's podcast before I did anything, and I realized how much I enjoyed it, and I was like, man, I gotta do one of these for myself. So it's only right to have them on here. Yeah, don't go anywhere. Stay right here and partake. What's up, man?
Oh, not much, dude. Not much. What about yourself?
You know, just holding it down on this portion of the earth.
Yeah, nice. What do you got going on in the background there? Are you at work?
No, it was my house, dude.
Fuck, your house looks pimp.
Yeah, pretty much selling bitches now.
Nice. That's what I like to hear.
If you're inquiring for some times. How do you think I pay for drifting, dude?
Yeah. It's expensive, eh?
Yeah, so I was like, you know what, dude? I'm just gonna start selling body parts, you know?
Nice. That's a spirit.
No, my friend lived here for like a long time, and they moved out, and it's like a super sweet deal, like pretty close to the beach in the city. So it's kind of weird. It's like across from the zoo. So it's like a weird in-law unit, but when they put in the like woman, the like wife of the dude, the like people who built this, because it's like part of their house kind of. She's like, oh well, we like got cheetah print carpet because it's across from the zoo, and I was like, all right, you know, like, yeah,
it makes sense to me.
That's why people are gonna want to live here, because it's near the zoo, like, because whatever. Anyway, I think it's awesome.
Yeah, dude. Nah, that's what I'm about. You know, it's a bit out there. It's a bit different.
Yeah.
You know, she's not afraid to show that animal love.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, animal style.
I was about to say, yeah, you know, like rep it everywhere I go, you know?
Yeah. I can never forget, you know.
when I wake up in the morning and I go put my slippers on, I'm already looking and breathing animal style, you know? Like,
yeah, exactly. I just gotta embrace it, right?
I really like that you're standing up as well. Like that looks like a time, you know, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I started out doing that, and then I was like, man, I gotta keep doing it. Cause then I sat down. I'm like,
yeah. They're like, what? I thought this guy was.
This feels weird, man.
Oh, that's good.
Also, yeah, I don't know. I sit down at my computer all day for work, and then I'm like, at least it's like something kind of different. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. Like, I swear my neck is just slowly going like that the more I work in the office. Like, and you see like a side-on photo of you, and you're like, fuck it. Yeah. You're like, God damn it, man. Get your fucking neck back.
Yeah. As we revert into like Neanderthals with computers.
Yeah, literally. We're going back. This is the tipping point of de-evolution.
I'm pretty sure that's where we're at. Could be fun though.
It's the only logical theory in my books.
I mean, I feel like it'd be pretty sweet to be a Neanderthal, like run around just
Yeah.
like clubbing animals and shit. Like,
Clubbing animals and just clubbing and rooting.
dinner,
Just rooting and clubbing.
clubbing chicks. Dinner number 2. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's not a good thing to say. But who cares?
Nah.
Sorry, vegans.
Yeah.
I got my Spotify like results for the podcast, like who listens to it.
Yeah. How did you go? How'd you go? What are we working with?
It's about like 4% women and pretty much just dudes, like from like 22 to 35.
That's a
like,
real good market spread, eh? That's really good.
Yeah, really diverse.
That's what I love about my fan base. They're so diverse. Like
Yeah, well, I mean, it's 4% of 4 people, so it's not even a full female. Yeah.
It's a quarter chick. Which, hey, it's 2020. It's possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can have a quarter chick.
Yeah. What I mean, sometimes I feel like a girl when I wake up. Well, started this one off great.
Yeah, we've gone out swinging, haven't we?
Let's burn it down. I've done 12 episodes.
Have you been smashing them out?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm bored, I guess. I don't know. Plus, it's like it's cool to talk to people, and I wouldn't keep doing it if people didn't keep like hitting me up, telling me they liked them and like they wanted to keep hearing them and stuff. And like a lot of the people hit me up, be like, I didn't even know who this person was, but this is sick. Like, I feel like.
Sorry, yeah, you go.
I don't know. Like, for example, yourself, not many people will know. Like, I'm sure they've either like seen Reckham or they follow Reckham or like they've seen some like video stuff you've done like over the years or whatever, but they like don't know who you are or like whatever. And then they're always like, oh shit, that's the guy. So it's cool.
Hey, it's cool, man. You can shatter my ego by saying people don't know who I am. It's okay. I'll be.
Well, especially over here, man, like in the US.
No, that's cool, dude. That's definitely cool. I seen you getting busy on a recruiting mission there with the group chat.
Yeah. I'm really bad at like hitting people up to do these. So I was like, I'm just gonna like I'm just gonna be like, hey, who's got time? Fucking let me know.
Yeah. I thought to be honest, when I first read it, I was like, oh shit, he's organizing the biggest podcast in history. I was thinking it was going to be like the Drift version of the Roots, longest posse cut in history, you know? Like,
yeah, I'm trying to do the Leonard Skinner of podcasts.
Yeah,
like 46 band members, and the songs are like 4 hours long.
Yeah. All right. Have we got Jimmy at the back there? Jimmy, can I get some words from you?
I'm gonna do the jam band of podcasts.
Yeah. Hey, it could be a market. Could be be a goer.
We'll just drop acid and fucking see what happens, you know? Everyone will get an instrument and we'll just fucking
be like that Family Guy episode where like Peter and Lewis are getting high or something, singing the acoustic guitar. I think they're killing it. No, they're not.
That was a good episode.
Back then they used to be pretty consistent, pretty heavy hitting.
Yeah. I mean, it's like anything you do long enough, it's gonna start to get bad.
Yeah, do you reckon? Yeah, like it's got like a drop off limit after 10 years. Might as well call it.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, like I'm trying to think of stuff that have stood the test of time between like start to 10 years and are like just as good.
Yeah. Nah, it's not really. It doesn't really happen, does it?
Mm-hmm.
I think your passion changes, the ideas change, your mindset changes. So naturally, the project changes. So it loses its original essence.
Seth MacFarlane goes and does his passion projects and hands it off to the intern writers, you know?
Yeah. Actually, South Park. South Park's been pretty damn consistent,
Ooh.
like for quite some time.
Is it Matt Stone and Trey Parker? Those are the
Yeah,
two guys. Like, yeah,
yeah,
they're unbeatable.
yeah. Just two dudes on acid at the at the red carpet.
Team America
Yes, another classic.
couldn't make that movie today though.
No, you couldn't, unfortunately.
But
or fortunately, depending which side of the spectrum you fall on.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be like one of those movies that they're like not allowed to show in the future.
Oh yeah. Delete history. Eh? No, there was never a movie Team America.
You gotta download it on like future Kazaa.
It'll be like an underground Netflix. Like it'll be like the new LimeWire.
Yeah, you gotta go onto the dark web to watch it.
Yeah. That's what the dark web turns into. Not to buy drugs and fucking all sorts of shit. It's to get old school non-PC content.
Yeah, man,
like Tom Green style.
Yeah, kids that grew up without that like era. Well, but like they got like weird stuff on social media and stuff too. Like it's
yeah, but it's beyond weird. I can't even connect the dots of weird. I'm like, how did we get here?
Yeah, there's definitely like some rap shit out that I'm like, I don't get it, man. I don't.
Yeah. You're like bumping along. You're like, yeah, wait, why?
And that's how I know I'm old, dude, and it sucks.
Oh, yeah, it's getting a bit like that, eh?
Some kid called me an old head. He's like, "You're an old head," and I was like, "Man, old head's like you listen to like only listen to Tupac, like you know what I mean?" Like,
yeah. And not even like the ones off skew, you know. It's like Tupac hit 'em up, you know, like that's your only song, like.
Yeah, you look at their iTunes history, and it's literally just one song, or their iTunes like folder, and it's just Tupac hit 'em up.
Easy
with like 80,000 plays.
Yeah. That's devastating. Was this a young drift aficionado?
It is, yes.
Ah, Jesus.
But you know what, dude? That's okay. I'm not hurt by it. I took it as a thing that I need to expand my horizons and give some of these new rappers a shot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
100%. I found like one or two, and I'm like, okay. Then a lot of it's like, all right, still don't get it. Whatever.
But at least you can say like you've given it a crack, you know? You're not that dude that's like, nah, fucking, you know,
I don't even listen to it. Yeah.
You found out and your gut instinct was right. It wasn't worth the time, but you know now.
Yeah, I think the new rap name, like the new rapper names are really off-putting too. You know, like you're just like, did you like
little squeezy.
I get it. You know, he's talking about money. I don't know exactly what that means, but like Lil Uzi Vert, like, is he a gun and a convertible?
Yeah.
Like, and a small one? Like, I don't like Trippy Red. Is he red or is he trippy? I mean that one's not so bad. But then
I couldn't even name some for you. I couldn't that's how far out of the spectrum I am.
Yeah, but I gave him a shot, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
WAP Dad 4000 or 400 or something.
Jesus,
sure, man.
That sounds like an internet generated password.
It really does. That's how Post Malone got his name, was like an internet like rap name generator.
Yeah, no shit. That's gold. That's good.
So
he's you know, it's created success. Maybe I need to get on there.
Yeah, maybe we should quit like the drifting game and just become rappers.
Just become rappers. We're well versed in life, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like Machine Gun Kelly's not that good.
No, but he seems to be making a killing. You know,
we just need more tattoos, and we got a beef with Eminem, and then
we're there.
Yeah,
I can't commit to the tattoos on the face, but I can't, you know. But it seems like that's the go-to to get that easy in.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. It's like
Yeah.
I want to be a rapper, and they're like, how bad do you want to be a rapper? Like, I'll tattoo some stupid shit on my face, and they're like, okay.
Yeah.
They're
All
like, the
right.
kids
Well,
love it.
the kids love it. The kids love it. Dad, this guy has 4 tattoos on his face. I can't wait to hear this song.
Just imagine like sitting in the meeting as like a record producer or like, the record execs, and they're like listening to the song or whatever. They're like, how many tattoos does he have on his face? And they're like, none. And they're like, it's
he's not going
2020.
to cut it.
It's
He's not
2020,
going to cut
friend.
it.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, go try Capital.
Yeah. True. Try the wow. Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. Like, I'm digging the vibe, digging the song, but what's his image? What's his branding? What's he bringing to us?
Does he have rainbow hair?
Yeah.
Like, are people going to just click on something on the explore page of Instagram just purely because he looks crazy? Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Well, what are you doing? Why haven't you signed him?
This song is fucking terrible. Oh, he looks like that? Yeah, sign him. Okay.
I've always said he's a lyrical genius.
Yeah.
With stuff like that, but I'm like, I don't mind. I don't mind. I get it. The branding, the shock factor, the wow factor, the ins, the trends. Just don't try fucking lie to me when you get interviewed and they're like, yeah, I'm making the music because it just alleviates everything that's in my mental state. Like it's just you just put it out there and it's just yeah. That was so terrible, but fucking like
we're like, oh, what was this song about? Oh, this is about the inner struggle of the artist.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the pain of growing up in a troubled home, and you're like, the fucking hook's just like, I took a Xanax and I fell on the ground. Yeah, you're like, all right, but you know what?
Yeah.
Hey, dude, art's art.
No, that's true.
There's people in the fucking snooty uppity art world that are just like, oh well, I painted these. It's like a fucking circle on a canvas, and they're like, oh, this represents the circle of life, and you're like,
yeah. It's the continuation and destruction, and it's the symbiotic process that combines the two. That it entangles in your psyche. Like it just speaks to me. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I feel like some people talk about like drift videos like that. It's like, fuck, man. All he's done is a slow dolly pan on a fucking wheel getting put on. Someone jacking the car up. Like, come on, son. Wow.
Yeah.
He just gets it. This is what drifting's about.
You got to get the shot of people changing their wheels, though. That's in like every drift video.
It is. It's a stock. It's a stock killer. It's a go-to.
It's the key B-roll for any drift video.
Yeah. How are we going to know that these dudes use tires if you're not showing people changing them?
I'm just happy the like dubstep drift video phase is over.
Yes.
That was like a solid 2 years where like if you did anything but dubstep, it was like,
wow, he's really going out on a limb here. He's being artistic and creative by not going dubstep. But in saying that, dubstep was montage season, and I'm all for it.
True.
Bring back montage season.
I for sure put dubstep in a drift video that I edited. So I'm not any better. I'm just, who the fuck am I to judge?
No, that's it. And sometimes it's nice to just, see what the people are feeling like when they're doing the dubstep. Why did they go dubstep? Maybe I should try it for myself. Maybe there's something in it.
That's the game.
Isn't, but fucking, there we go.
So did you do like, you did media before you started driving, or did you kind of do it the same time?
No. So I started filming in like 2009, and that was like I wanted to drive first, but there's no way I could afford it, and I didn't have a car or anything. And yeah, so I thought the next thing I loved doing was making videos and stuff. So I just, went out and filmed heaps. Sort of, when I was like first starting to film, Casey was there taking photos heaps. So we sort of hung out a bit. But yeah, it was, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years after starting filming before I drifted properly with my own car and stuff.
And then like I feel like this happens with people who do like media and then they start drifting. They're just like, as soon as they start drifting, like the media stuff, just like it's like really hard to do media. You're like, if I'm in an event, I would much rather be driving at this point now that I know how to do it and stuff.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, but yeah, for me, it's always been driving. I always wanted to drive. I always wanted to drift. It's just I couldn't afford it. And the next best thing and the next thing I loved doing was filming and editing videos. So I mean, it's kind of been like that the whole time. Like the whole time I've been filming, I've always been envious of everyone out driving. Like I remember at Ebisu 2009, I got to go there with Luke Fink and a few of his friends who are now my friends now. And take that, Luke. I've stolen your friends. But like, you know, they were having the time of their lives and they're coming off track. They're like, man, how fucking sick is this? How awesome is it? And don't get me wrong, like, yeah, it was bloody awesome being there. But it was like, yeah, I kind of want to drive. Kind of on the sidelines over here. But, you know, yeah. So, yeah. And I feel like now that it's sort of transitioned to where I can drive heaps. I don't know. It's so tough. I find it like for what I want to do with Wreckham and what I want to achieve and still drive as well. It's like, I really need to find someone else who can help film and do all that. But at the same time, it's like, I'd want to pay him money.
Yeah.
Because
I know how much work it is.
Yeah, I know exactly. You know, I want to show some form of, but on the other hand, it's definitely, I don't want to pay fucking what you're actually worth. Do you know what I mean? There's no way I could afford that. Like I'm struggling trying to do my own thing, let alone pay someone else's wage, which I think a lot of the people who I used to film with back in the day, they're sort of at that level because they've been filming and they rightfully so, deserve getting paid properly. Yeah. And so I kind of need to find a younger version of myself. Yeah. Which I've started to realize very recently. I'm like, fuck, hey.
Yeah, you need interns, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need Wreckham interns that'll like come change your tires and shit for you while you're at the track.
Oh, well, no. I'll still change tires. I just need you to film me changing the tires so I can edit it later. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's tough. Mainly tough because it's just I feel like I've lost me original train line of thought I was on.
World domination.
Yeah, dude. Because I was coming in there, swinging, want to achieve stuff, but then it's like in between that 25 to I'm 29 now. It's like in between that period, it's just like pure lostness. And this is like outside of drifting. Like this is just you finding yourself in the world and society as in, and yeah, you just come out of that cycle and you're like,
that's fucking like, real.
What a fucking waste of time that was. Why did like all these mindsets and ideas and, you know, you explore them, go down that road and you're like, fuck, Sam, you had it right 10 years ago. You just had to focus more and put more into it. Yeah. Instead here, I'm trying to, you know, float about and see what other people are about to expand your mindset and all that. And yeah, I don't know. So I'm coming at the end of this crossroads where I'm like, fuck, I need to I'll put it this way. Like I went to a car meet the other week with my mate Isaac, and you wouldn't call it a car meet. It was run by our friends Suzuka Run. And they have a kebab night every Thursday on the first Thursday of every month, I should say. And it was the first time I've been to a like car meet or like, it's just everyone drives their drift car to a kebab place.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's super cool just hanging out. But it was the first time for ages, like years, where I've gone to, you know, hanging out with people in their drift cars on the street like you used to when you were young all the time. And I was like, fuck, like I used to do this all the time. And it used to be awesome. Just like I used to get a lot of satisfaction from being in a cool, badass car on the street with my friends. Like, and it just sort of like ticks something that, 10 years ago was like your whole life. And now you don't even know how you've got to where you are. Well, I know exactly how I've got to where I am, but I don't know if I'm just talking absolute nonsense or words, or if they're sort of coherently making sense.
No, I get what you're saying. I mean, to be fair, you do have a Hachi and an S15. So like in my humble opinion, I think you're doing just fine, buddy.
Thanks, mate. Thanks. And fuck, I want to do more DVDs, and then the third DVD I went to make, it all fucked up, and like the hard drive corrupted, and I just lost it. And I think ever since then I've just never really I got heaps of ideas up in my brain and heaps of cool stuff, and I never act on it.
Yeah.
And then I get annoyed that I haven't acted on what I've planned, and I'm like, I could be there doing it.
Dude,
I could be there on Instagram with the fluoro colored rappers. They could be rapping while I'm drifting around them. I could be that big.
You could. Yeah.
But yeah. So to answer your question, I like driving more than filming, but like I like the whole atmosphere that you can create with a video edit and whatnot. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I ordered some shit from you, and I put the DVD in at the shop, and I was like, all right, like music choice was good. Like it was just a cool video. It was like nice to see kind of like what the Australian kind of like drift scene was like then. It's like a timestamp on, I just did one of these with Will Rogie, and I was like talking about like the timestamp of the era, like of when that video was done, like the good videos, like you really get like the like kind of like the environment of what the drift scene was like of that time, like
100%.
So that was cool. It was like it's kind of like a little flashback to like Australia at like X time or whatever. And then like, there's like Japan clips and stuff, and like that was like super of the era. And it's like it was kind of nice to see like some whatever. I don't know. I did media a little bit, and then as soon as I could start driving, I was just like, fuck this, and went and drove. And I kind of just stopped doing media entirely.
Yeah. Like, I'm 100% with you. Like, I mean, Will Rogie and Joshua Heron, Justin Shreve, and Joe Ayala or Ayla, however you say his last name. I've fucked that up, but sorry, Joe. But yeah, they're all super. Yeah, it was like that was a full. You're 100% right. Like it was a full era, a full period. And to be honest, it was super cool. Like everyone was doing their own thing.
Yeah. They were supposed to put out a DVD.
Yeah. See, it'll happen. It'll happen to everyone. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think we all have fucking ideas that we want to do. I had an idea for like this, like I've had like multiple like tech startup ideas that I like was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get fucking rich. I'm gonna buy all my friends' drift cars in Japan, and we're just gonna fucking, dude. We're just gonna fuck. You know what I mean? And just gonna fucking shred, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell this shit to Amazon, and I'm just gonna fucking ball, dude.
Whole team's coming with me, baby. Whole team's coming. We all coming up.
Yeah. And and then I'm like, oh, and then literally someone will like do the same shit and like sell it to Amazon for like $1 billion. I'm like, fuck, maybe I should have tried to do that.
Yeah, 100%.
Or all kinds of shit, like whatever. But I don't know. I guess we got. I think everybody's in that mindset. Like I'm turning 31 in a couple weeks, and it's like, man, like the choices that you made, you like, I feel like you're like, if you like don't have kids yet, you're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like I did, like, I'm pretty sure I kind of want to do some shit like this, but like the thing I'm doing now is okay, but like I could be doing this shit over here. And then you're like, fucking, which way do I go? And then you're like, here's the drift event. Fuck it, you know, like.
Yeah, finally. Yeah, no, 100%.
We're all there. We're all just a bunch of idiots that drift anyway, so it's fine. You're in good company.
Thanks. Yeah. Well, that's hey. As long as the company's good, that's all that matters. But you're 100% right. Like this, and I'll tell you what it probably is. It's just being fucking, you know, when you're young, you're like, fuck, 30-year-olds, they must have their shit sorted. Like, because they're your teachers, and you know, like,
yeah.
And then you get to this age, you're like, oh fuck, I don't fucking know. How the fuck did they know back then? They didn't know.
They didn't know at all.
They told me they knew, but
dude, I remember being in like high school, middle school, and like one of the teachers would be like 26. Could you imagine teaching a room full of kids that were like probably like myself? And I don't know if maybe you were like a really good student, very calm and, you know, respectful, but I was not. Like, dude, I can imagine being the age I am now, or even like 5 years ago, and like sitting in with a bunch of kids trying to teach them like algebra or some shit. Like, fuck that.
Oh, dude, can you imagine a stinking Sunday night session, and then you're in there Monday at 8 o'clock just
just like,
CC took my scissors. CC took my scissors. You just got to be like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, and you know those lessons. We're watching a video today, kids.
Yeah. They're just like falling asleep at the desk, like.
Yeah. Just do your homework. I'll mark it tomorrow.
I became a teacher so I could have time off.
Yeah. So I could get school holidays.
Yeah. Not for me.
Nah. I mean, and that's why we're here.
Yeah. We're all just
at school.
We're just all overgrown children. But that's okay, you know?
Yeah. And I'm starting to realize I don't think anyone ever fucking, you know?
No.
Like I'm looking at 50-year-olds and I'm like, I'm way smarter than you.
There's definitely
like you might be wiser, but fuck, you're an idiot.
Yeah. And like my job's not like super corporate, but I work with like people who are super corporate, and I'm just like, you had to have been like one of those like kids in class who'd like just sit there and be like, you know, and it's like they're like, I don't know how to explain it.
They don't really have a grasp on what is actually happening in society, and they like follow
just like they're like, this is my task and I need to like achieve it. I'm like, but there's other stuff going on, like, yeah, I don't know, or maybe I'm the fucking one that doesn't know what's going on. Because I'm like,
hey, it could be. You know what the best bit is? They're probably on their own podcast right now and being like, you know, I work with this guy, and he's just like, that's the beauty of the world. You know, everyone thinks the other person's an idiot and not themselves.
Damn, that's profound.
Yeah, and it's because I'm reading a book called Surrounded by Idiots.
How well read?
It's helping me a lot.
I noticed that you have a lot of books behind you too. Is that a humble flex?
That's actually so like, just, you want to hear humble flex? I live at my mum and dad's right now, I'm back at theirs, and that explains the weird Star Wars fucking Luke Vader, Darth Vader poster. Have you seen that?
It's kind of cool
because it's got his. Oh, how do I fucking?
That's kind of sick, man. Honestly.
Yeah, you see, he's got his shadow and stuff.
Yeah.
But this book collection's it's not mine, but so.
Yeah, those books look pretty. Those books look a little thick to be yours.
Well, I'm more of the tune to win. That's where I'm at. I'm fucking trying to learn some stuff, and also been reading a bit of fucking Sterling Moss. So just a good old classic British gent, fucking talking about his racing.
Yeah. So when's your career in V8 supercars starting?
Oh, dude, to be honest, I've been waiting for the call up for about 10 years, and it hasn't happened. I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on. I mean, I've pipped people at the local hire kart track by 14 seconds. I've beaten, and this is true, I've beaten the Australian Top Gear Stig in the same car in lap times. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, like, just all signs point to a potential Bathurst and championship winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think the phone should ring sometime this week.
What if I told you this is actually a setup? And I'm gonna
Oh,
have him join.
you-
I'm gonna have him join.
Oh my God, is this really happening to me? Yeah, but see, and that's another thing. Like going back to mindset and ideology, I just have stuck in like, and this is a mindset I need to shake. I've just got it stuck in my head that all those people in those positions are there because they're fucking rich, or they know someone that was rich, or someone helped them out. Like, it's all fucking money.
Yeah.
I don't know what the scissors was for. They were just there. I want to show my aggression.
Just cut. I mean, yeah, dude.
I'll fuck these cunts up.
I will seriously come at their construction paper and show them what it is. I mean, I would say that you're probably not wrong, but
yeah, see, that's the thing. But like, you're not wrong, but it's like you don't want to rely on that.
There are people who are there that like worked super hard to get there, and they like started on that path, like doing. I don't know. When I was a car audio installer, I wanted to like get into tech and be a programmer, and I would go to all these like job fairs and things, and I dressed like pretty urban back then too, so I'd like pull up with like super baggy jeans and like you know.
I love the word urban.
I don't know, like more so than now, I guess. I don't know, just like of the era. Like, how old was I? This was like 2000, probably like 2006. So it was like during like the hyphy movement in the Bay Area. So I was not, anyway. Stood out so poorly as someone who did not fit in that like world at all. And like I tried for like years. I would like apply at all these companies and stuff, and then like it took my friend my friend Mac, who was like a Hachi guy, and he's like an OG like mountain dude and shit. Yeah. And dude, I met him because I was with my friend and we were smoking blunts, and we went to a rap cipher
Yeah.
in this dude's apartment, and he had a Logitech G25 like in his living room, and I was like, "Oh shit, what's up? You race, dude?" And he's like, "It's like, yeah, bro, I got a Hachi Roku," and I was like, "Oh, sick." He's like, "What do you drive?" I was like, "A Lancer," and he's like,
"Nah, dog."
He's like, "We gotta change that, dude." But we've been friends since. He kind of like helped me. I don't know how to explain it, but you gotta have somebody to like Sherpa you.
Yeah.
The thing, and like
yeah. 100%. Like everyone has always had their person that's helped them guide, or chucked them on the right direction.
I think the biggest thing is like you gotta learn some shit that a lot of people don't know, and then you become valuable. Because if you're just like, yeah, I'll fucking work just as hard as everybody else, they're like, at what? And you're like, the same shit everybody else can do. They're like, we're gonna take the guy with we're gonna take Jim Bob's cousin, or like
yeah.
Because I don't know. That's kind of what I found. But what the fuck do I know, dude? I live in an in-law, and
Hey, you've got that sexy ass carpet. I think you know something. I think you know something's up.
I got some info. I got some life advice to give. If you want to if you want to live in an in-law unit that has cheetah print carpet, read my book.
Yeah. Palmer's Guide on How to Tackle the World. See, that's another thing. We could just fucking fully make a book. Like,
you should write a book. You should write a book.
I'm reading this, and it's is he actually someone that knows what he's talking about, or is he just like,
No.
I'm surrounded by idiots, I'm gonna make up some shit about people being different colors? That's his thing. They're different colors. So like red's a leader, alpha male, yellow's
Sure.
the outgoing charismatic type,
Mm.
green's the dismissive, just yeah. I've gotten to a point where I don't actually know what I'm talking about, and I don't want to refute.
You know,
But just write a book. Write a book.
that's what you should do, dude.
And then you get the title of published author. Sam Meredith.
And then
author.
And then you can go talk to people.
Oh.
And you get paid. You get paid to go tell people nonsense that you just like.
Yeah, that you just exactly. And like you can get it even further with your nonsense. And if someone argues it, you just attack their character.
Yeah. You're like, well, I've done the research.
Yeah.
I've been alive.
I've fact checked it against YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah, man. My mom is in. I don't know what to talk about. I'm gonna say it. My mom's in like kind of like she's. How do I say this nicely? She's probably
exploring.
She's probably gonna listen. She's probably gonna listen to this too. So I got to be very careful with how I word this.
Exploring creative concepts. I feel like you're about to tell me she's a conspiracy theory.
No.
Damn.
Maybe, but
damn.
Maybe a little. No. I guess it could be a form of conspiracy theorist. Like she's very into like spiritual stuff. And you know what, dude? I fucking hate it. But she's been right a bunch of times about things. It's like, you know, she's like, oh, you like meditation and like yoga. I was like, man, what the fuck is that? And then like now it's like, you know, fucking Joe Rogan's like, yeah, man, you gotta fuck. And then like all these fucking intellectuals are like, yes, we've done brain studies and it really does. Like,
I'm like, what?
I'm like, whoa. So maybe, you know, maybe there's something to the crystals and the energy and shit that I don't know about. But
I 100% reckon there is.
Yeah, you're the one that taught me about the Brockhampton crystal.
Yeah, hey, Peter Brock crystal, and let me tell you, it's proven. If anyone else doesn't know the Peter Brock crystal,
Peter Brock, Brockhampton, isn't that a group? I'm stupid.
Yeah, Brockhampton is a nah. Yeah, I to be honest, you could have completely just kept talking then because I was like, oh yeah, it's slightly funny joke replacing Peter Brock with Brockhampton. Yeah, funny as. But nah, you are an idiot. I get that. Nah. But yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, Peter Brock, Australian touring car racing legend. He was a weapon behind the wheel. He, in his later years, turned a bit sort of hippie, not a bit, quite a lot. And he was selling a little crystal that would go in the glove box, I think, I'm pretty sure. Go in the glove box, and apparently it would just fucking make your car handle like a dream, like an absolute beast. But there was no scientific proof of this. But going back to what you were saying, I reckon in the future, it's got to be a morph of that. You know, like spirituality or science, they're two very separate fucking sort of things. I think it's a mix of both. I think a little bit of what they're saying is right, and I think what they're saying is right, but not all of that. And like, even though science is like, you can't argue with it, there's still like parameters of, peer review and shit like that. Like you could quite easily pay 10 scientists to fucking give up their goose kind of thing.
For sure.
Not all scientists would take it. Maybe 8 out of the 10 would take it. But anyway, going back to your meditating, RZA's daily meditating. 5 minutes, baby. Gets you going.
Hey, does he lead them? Because I would pay for it.
Dude, 100%. It's on Spotify. I've done a couple. Let me tell you, it feels pretty good.
You definitely put me onto that. I'm for if I'm gonna do anyone's meditation leading, it's gonna be RZA.
It's gonna be RZA, dude. I'm gonna do the poorest RZA react. But it's just, dude, it's good. He's like, put yourself in a calm, like place. when I was doing like, what did he say? Like when I was in Shaolin making beats, this always used to take me. Like I just like say shit like that, and you're like, yeah, dude, and like your eyes are shut. And I'm not lying. Every time after, like you get into a real good breathing repetition, and afterwards I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm ready to tackle the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after being at my computer for an hour looking at Facebook, I'm like, I don't know what's going on in the world. I don't know what I'm doing. Why is my life like this? Well, let me go back to Facebook.
Yeah. Run far away from Facebook, kids.
Yes.
I left 4 years ago, and I have time. Have you seen The Social Dilemma?
Yeah. I watched that. It's pretty. Yeah,
they're just like mining your fucking emotions for screen time. It's crazy, man. And YouTube. So if you're watching this right now, sorry.
But thanks. But sorry.
But always also don't forget to like and subscribe. You know.
Yeah. Don't forget to keep coming back.
Yeah.
Keep coming back.
Get that fix.
Just make sure, dude. Yeah. So like a lot of like the stuff that Social Dilemma was talking about, like I kind of, you already sort of knew, even though you didn't know, you felt it kind of thing. But yeah, it's kind of, I didn't know how crazy the skills they had gotten.
Yeah, just to keep
programming, I should say, just to keep you there, like that type of level of creepiness or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, like I'll delete Instagram for a week and then I'll leave it on my phone for a week and I'll see all the shit I get done one week versus another week, and it's like ridiculous. Like my car will be ready to go, like I'll work on the podcast a bunch, like I'll do all this other stuff, and then I'll have it the next week and I'll just be like, well, fucking I liked a bunch of shit, you know?
Yeah. Fuck, I'm kicking goals here.
Yeah.
Liked about 15 photos, so surely that's good for like at least one new follower.
I got a bunch of fucking props in the group chats, you know? It was fucking
cool, dude. Felt pretty chuffed on myself. 5 laugh reacts. It's a shit, but yeah, that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, but whatever. Fuck it.
6 reacts.
Yeah,
like, I told you I was the class clown, bitch.
The woo-woo, like kind of hippie stuff. You could write a book. You could write a book about literally anything. It's all about confidence and like bullshitting your thing. Like I met a bunch of these people through my mom. Fuck, I shouldn't talk about this. Anyway, I remember sitting in an auditorium and we went because my mom was doing like a Q&A with this like director, writer guy of this like documentary, and I had to watch the documentary first, and I went to go support my mom. This fucking documentary made zero fucking sense. The whole time I'm like looking around like,
is anyone with me?
Am I the only one in this fucking place? Like who fucking understands how anything works in the world? like I'm like this. And so like the whole thing's over. It's like this whole thing about how like you don't think with your brain, you think with your heart, and there's like heart math, literally quote unquote heart math. And there's like a doctor and he's like, it's real, you know? And then the bottom it's like Dr. fucking whatever his name is. And like, yeah, you know, the heart can solve problems, and like, you know, compassion solves. And I was like,
but the brain controls the heart.
You would think, but apparently this guy went on a vision quest and realized that wasn't the case. Anyway, the whole thing goes over, and like I'm like trying to find somebody like in this place. And dude, it's this guy like goes up and talks about his whole experience when he realized like the heart is what like, you know, drives things. And my mom's like, I like the idea of like forgiveness, and like that lets you like get through things. And I'm like, that was like 5 minutes of the movie. The rest of it was all like pounding home this like crazy fucking shit that doesn't make any sense.
Hey, she took the positivity out and screwed the rest. That's a good life lesson.
Which holy shit, gotta stop being so cynical. But at the same time, I'm just looking around at all these like, you know, hurt, like people who are just looking for something, like their kid died or something. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's like a bunch of
Yeah.
people who just needed something to like
Yeah.
latch onto. That's not, maybe they're not religious, but they found this, and it's like, okay, this is like a group, they're telling me I'm gonna be okay. Like I gotta like, so dude, you can false prophet super hard, dude. You just gotta like
Oh, dude,
come up with some shit and just like stick to your guns and like get rich,
if you can convince, someone else, then, it multiplies, and then it's that herd mentality, and it's even easier for you to convince.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it'd be easier to convince fucking 100 people than it is to convince 2.
Yeah.
Because if you make the whole crowd sort of like, yeah, and then there's people like you looking around going, does everyone believe in this shit? And then like, because you're strong, like minded, you just walk out there and be like, what a bunch of idiots. But if you're not, you're looking around and seeing everyone go, yeah, and you're like, oh, well, fuck, I must be an idiot because I'm not going, yeah, hell yeah. Like, I mean, not to get into your politics, but I feel like that's a fucking big, strong point of it.
Hey, maybe I'm the one that doesn't get it, and I just missed out on this like beautiful life lesson, and I'm like fixating on the minor details,
that I don't know if you've seen that South Park episode of Stan when he's like, everything's shit. It just sounds like shit. Like they put the radio on, it's just shit noises and stuff. And he's like, it's just crap. It's just crap. And then fucking he gets like, it's like a Matrix spoof as well. Like fucking Morpheus is there and shit. But it turns out they're just a bunch of alcoholics that get super drunk to just get through fucking life. Like just to coax through it. It's one of the best. It's a classic. And I forget where I was going with that, but it was something to do with everything is shit.
Okay. Yeah. I think I follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, like, in this day and age, I'm with you. I'm kind of like, why is everything like? Why am I the only person that? Well, obviously, I'm not the only person, but why am I the person that can't see that this is crap? Why is everyone just blindly following it? Like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome, and you're like, nah, it's not. And then fucking 6 months down the line, when it eventually gets turned out not to be awesome, everyone's already like, oh, fucking, just moves on to the next thing. They're not like, holy shit, Sam, you were a prophet. Yeah. You saw right through it.
Yeah, being clairvoyant, like imagine being able to read minds and like know the future and shit, and like you just be like, no, dude, like this is gonna be a huge problem, and they're like, what the fuck? You're being negative.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I can literally see the future. Like I have this fucking crystal ball. I can see the future. Like this is going to be a big problem. Like everything's going to fucking implode. Like you're going to stab that guy. And then they're like, you're being negative. It's going to be great.
He's just negative.
But that's the game.
That is the game. And like you said, it's all about confidence.
Yeah.
Coming in there, swinging that big old dick, laying it down on the table. Fucking, here I am, everyone. This is me. Exactly. Like a big thud like that would be perfect as well.
Like, I'm here and I'm here to talk.
Yeah. Now, which one of you wants to argue? Good.
So you can argue with the little one first.
Yeah. Yes. Nah,
you should write a book. No. You should write a book about being clairvoyant, dude. That'd do well.
Yeah, well, I think, to be honest, just the way I'd write it would become very egotistical really quick, and it'd be like, I'm the greatest. I get it. I've predicted such great fiascos like the Great Drift Australian series failing again. And they'd be like, oh, well, he seems to know a lot about this motorsport that isn't really fucking of any notoriety.
Yeah. They don't even have fucking lap times.
Yeah. What type of fluidity shit is this? How am I meant to know who won if I don't have a specific number?
It's whoever's in the pocket wins.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I wish I watched that. I did not. I did watch the Japan D1, but so So
I like watching D1. I don't really know what's going on, and then like the fucking weird GPS sensors break and they have to like drive around in the circle like 40 times. Another guy in the car is like, "Can we go now?" And you're like, "Could we not like, bro, like do they fax fucking data to each other? Like, Japan still uses fax machines?" Big time.
Like most
I was
technologically advanced society that still uses primitive methods for some select things.
They don't have like a Japan PayPal. They have fax machines. To sign up for a drift event, you gotta like, because I was at N Style and I was like, yo, he's got a fax machine? What the fuck? Like, what is this, like 1997? I was like, does he just have this because he's like old school? And they're like, no. I'm like, what is this fucking Power FC ass fucking communication device? Like, and they're like, no, like that's how you register for drift events. I'm like, today? Like now? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah. And then when you get there, you pay by card and you put the card and it goes on the big slider thing.
Yeah.
Ka-ching.
I used to have to, when I was like the front gate kid at the go-kart track for like the club races and stuff, I used to like, if people didn't have cash, I had to fucking get that thing out and big like
It's a real power move. Like you're like a tradie, you're doing shit. You're on the machine, you're on the tools. Big day on the tools. Had a lot of customers come through. Yeah. I'm knackered. I need a big cold beer.
I just remember the day they gave me the quad to ride around. I was like,
oh yes, that would have been a glorious day.
I made it. But like a lot of times I would just fall asleep in the ticket booth and people would just drive right by me.
Palmer, we lost 10 ticket sales today.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Take it out of my pay. Well, that's your pay.
All
right.
Yeah. All right.
That's cool.
I suppose.
I'll
just go home and write a book.
I think you should write a book. I think it would be good.
Yeah.
You should call it Wreck 'em and just wreck 'em in the book,
And it's just just a black just a big fuck you list.
Yeah, that'd be
fuck
cool.
You, chapter 38.
Every chapter is fuck you.
And it just gets more pettier as time goes on. Like the first one reels you in because you're like, oh yeah, that is kind of hard done by. He had a rough trot there. Yeah, fuck that dude. Oh, the second one, oh yeah, this dude's been through some shit. And then by the end, it's like, and he didn't even put me in his top friends on MySpace. Fuck you.
This guy in his book, it was like, it started out really good, but then we don't know. He's talking about the guy that didn't deliver like his package correctly for four chapters. Like, what do?
There's this guy who I know, and he shared a drift video from a drift crew he's never met, but wouldn't share my drift video. That's a fuck you. That's a fuck you.
Yeah. Put that at the front of the book.
Yeah. People often wonder why I am the way I am. It all starts with this story right here.
This is going to be my first podcast where I promote a book.
Yeah, dude. And then do you reckon we could do book signings or something? Oh, it's a bit COVID.
Yeah. Well, not for you guys. Well, you guys are like open to party and like make out and shit. Yeah.
Oh, dude, have we been making out? Let me tell you. But we're pretty cruisy here. Pretty lucky. So yeah. Still pretty hardcore over there. Hey,
dude, who knows?
Yeah,
man?
Who knows?
Yeah, it's like I mean, it is like definitely closing in here. Like now more people at work are like, I've been exposed, and then like I've been exposed, and like people are just like dipping out for like 2 weeks at a time, or like this person's like, cousin is in the hospital. You're like, whoa, okay, this is real. But I'm still gonna go to drift events and stuff. So I'll wear my mask.
Still gonna fucking send that.
I got, I'm not that good at chasing yet. I get like, social distancing close, and then I'll fall away, and then I'll get
hey, you're doing fine. You're doing good, mate. You're putting too much pressure on you.
Yeah, I usually do that.
But you know what they say, diamonds aren't made from whatever the saying goes with pressure and diamonds and stones. and various conquering of life and anecdotes that can help you navigate that.
Yeah. That's, again, very profound.
Yeah. It's the intro for my book.
Yeah. Yeah, diamonds and whatever, the pressure, I think. Whatever, just you want to be a diamond, so
whatever, you want to be stronger.
Yeah. How old are you when you went to Japan for the first time?
17.
Dang. What was that like? I guess like it's not super far from Australia, right? Like what part of Australia are you in?
I'm in Queensland, so you could say it's sort of like the middle of the east coast of Australia. So like,
so you guys like listen to more Biggie than Pac, I guess.
Oh yeah, 100%, hands down. Yeah, it's a shoo-in. All the Tupac lovers are over in Western Australia, and that's like that's how lazy, it's like we called it Western Australia. that's the state. Like you guys have Los Angeles, all these nice Western state names. We got Western Australia. Yeah. This is the western part of our country.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And that's what I love. That's what I love about Australia. But going back, it's like a 9-hour flight from where I am to Japan. 8-9 hours.
Oh, okay, so it's a little further than I thought. I thought you guys were closer, but still, that's not bad.
No. To be honest, like it's doable. It's a lot easier than coming to America or you guys coming down here and vice versa. Like,
yeah,
that's a bit of a coach killer.
Was that the first time? Was that the first time you left the country?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
You like got off the plane and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, dude, yeah. I was like, this is awesome. And it was just like, honestly, like a whole different world. And I still sort of feel like back in 2009, being white was still semi-interesting for Japanese people. So it was just, I don't know, it was a real good time. And we went to Matsuri and like, it was wicked. Like I was saying to you, like in that chat, like, do you reckon and I reckon they would have, just the Japanese this year at Matsuri, Ebisu Matsuri must have just been going, fuck, yes. Yeah. No foreigners, boys. Oi, Trent, fucking grab the Safiro, bro. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a bigger one. No, there's no gaijin. No, they've all fucked off. It's all fucking COVID. Yeah. No. Let's go. It's going to be grouse. Yeah. And like they're just like out on the street, just like, ain't no foreigners fucking us up. Yeah, do. Like, because I'm not even like I went in 2009 and we were the only white people along with some Americans from Air Force Base there. And then I went back in 2015 and it was like the opposite.
Yeah. I went in 2016. I didn't get to drive. I just was there and I was like, I want to check this out. And it was literally like 90% foreigners, 10% Japanese people.
Yeah. And to be honest, like, fuck I don't want to fall into that elitist, like, oh, Japanese people fucking bow down the highness. Foreigners are fucked. Like, foreigners are bad people. But fuck, foreigners are bad people. It's like, man, like you're not getting the best foreigners over, like a lot of the shit I saw. I mean, again, I've come in sporadic, intermittent. So like 2015, and then I think the next one I went to was 2019. I don't know, but it's like, yeah, they were the type of people that just didn't really. They thought it was like a Thailand. So I don't know about you guys, but over here in Australia, it's kind of like a common thing to go over to Bali and Thailand and just be an absolute fucking menace. Like just.
I think that's kind of the case with us as well. Not everybody, but it's like people who like actively pick that just to.
Yeah. And I sort of was getting those vibes, like just, cunts leaving tires out and shit and stoning it in the bushes and that type of stuff.
Yeah. Is it bogan like a like?
Yeah, bogan. Yeah, dude, 100% them.
Yeah,
bogans,
so like
rednecks.
I met some fucking bogans, dude. Like
I
I was standing on the corner of like West Course,
Yeah.
and you know, this is like the first time I'd ever left the country. I'm with my girlfriend. We've been together like a year at the time, and we're like standing out there, and we're just watching, you know, a bunch of JZXs just smash into each other, like not even like cool, just, you know. And I'm like, all right, this is interesting. And this guy comes up and he's like, "Oh, where are you from?" We're like, we're from California." And he's like, "Oh," and then he like turns to my girlfriend. He's like, "How you liking America?" She's like, "What?" And he's like, "How you liking America?" And we're like, you know, just like it's chill, dude. Like, you know,
It's been the same the past 25 years, but yeah,
I've literally lived there. I was born there, so I don't know. It's cool.
Find it pretty good.
We're like, all right. I was like, damn, I didn't know they had like fucking like ignorant racist people in other countries. I guess they're everywhere. That was like
they're everywhere.
That was like eye opening to me. I was like, oh shit, okay. They got like a I don't know. They got like ignorant to other cultures.
Yeah, we got it
in every country.
Yeah, dude, nah. And that's the beauty of like, I suppose, traveling is you realize that you're like, fuck, it's not like, you know, like, oh, Americans are so loud and stuff. Like, there's quiet Americans too. Like, you know,
I was definitely on the train, and there was
like,
I was in Japan, and it's like there's like loud. It was interesting. There was like loud people from like everywhere, right? Like I was on the train one time, and there's like a bunch of loud Australians, like just shit faced, like, you know, and you could just tell everyone on the train, and they were huge. They were like big ass motherfuckers. Like everybody on the train was like they wanted to just like fucking hit them with the get out of my country, but like they're just like, oh, like it's fine.
Like, and then, it must be Ebisu Drift Matsuri week. Fucking
yeah, and then like I don't know, there's like loud, you know, there's like loud British people and loud Americans, and we weren't the best in Tokyo last time we were there because we were doing a bit of day drinking and stuff, but that's fine, you know.
Yeah, it's like I've come to realize there's no like you just don't ever judge someone off their color or fucking their nationality or something. It's just you've got good cunts and shit cunts, like, and you know, like, you can't like everyone like, and everyone's so focused on a title. Like, whether it be outside of drifting and you're like, oh, those Democrats, those bloody Republicans, like just using an example that would equate in America.
Burn us down, dude.
Yeah. Well, fuck you. Yeah. Here for the shank. But, you know, and then like in drifting, it's like, oh, those fashion drifters, those grassroots drifters and skinny jean fucks. Oh, them pro drifters, like you know, it's the same old story. Everyone's fucking, why are you so quick to group yourself in a group? I've met pro dudes who are dickheads. I met pro dudes who are awesome. Met normal people who are dickheads. Like, it's almost like people are different. People are different. Sorry, man. Just went on a little tangent there.
No, I liked it. Yeah, that's what you call your book is good cunts and shit cunts.
Yeah, GCs and SCs, just so it's PC.
Yeah, there you
go. But
sorry, Mom. In Australia, they say that's like what you call a guy, like a person or whatever. You know, like it's like a We're not talking about genitalia.
No. You call your mates. And then you call people you don't know your mates. G'day, mate. How are you?
So that's like the pleasantries.
Yeah. So it's like, g'day, mate. How are you? And then you're like, what have you been up to, cat?
Every time, it's so fucking fun to say, dude. I wish we could.
Oh, dude,
it's fun to say.
The bad thing is how prominent, especially like in Queensland, I've sort of found this is now getting pretty statist, pretty nationalist.
Sure.
But Queensland's a bit more bogan, you know. We tend to not mind letting it slip a bit more. Like, it's just a fucking shit cunt. And then you know you get taken out of your setting where it's okay. It's used to. It's not even doesn't even flinch an eyebrow, and then you just speak normally, and then you see the facial expressions. They're like. Oh, I don't know if he should be saying that. That's Jesus. That's a bit vulgar. That's a bit strong language.
What's
you forget how much stigma is around that word.
Yeah. Oh, so like even in Australia, there's people who like there's like a stigma to it.
Yeah. Like the amount I'm pretty bogan with how I talk. I don't know if that comes. Like, I know you're probably thinking, "Fuck, this dude seems well cultured. He's a scholar of his words."
Yeah,
but I'm pretty bogan.
Yeah, I mean, you do have 2 drift cars.
Yeah, and I got a Holden Astra as well. So
you?
Yeah, Holden's pretty bogan. So
yeah, it is.
And the roof line's sagging, so now I've got pins in the fucking roof. So just living that dream.
You got options, man.
You know, fucking that scene in The Big Lebowski, and he's cruising down the street. Yeah, dude, that's me and that beast every time. I'm just like, this is living.
My mouse pad is the Big Lebowski rug.
Oh, dude, that's cool as. That's so cool. Very cool.
I was like, I need a mouse pad, so I was like, I just Googled like cool mouse pad. And then I bought it because I'm basic as fuck.
Nah, dude. Hey, like, you want to hear basic as fuck? I recently just got my own little corner desk at work. And you could say things are getting pretty serious. And it's just like
corner office.
Yeah. It's sort of like, it's hard to explain, but it's in this room that used to be like a meeting room. Now it's my corner desk room, and I got some black couches, so looking very lush. But the walls
getting back into the video game strong.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the walls are super white and bland, so I thought it would be hilarious. The peak of office humor is I'm going to order a poster and get it framed. Hang in there, baby. This is the kit. Just because it's hilarious. Because that's the typical office. And the funny thing is, people will walk in and see that, like, who don't work there, and be like, this is one of those places. Like thinking we're serious. Like, yep, nothing brings up the motivation like my hang in there, baby cat poster. Hey, Lyle, have you seen my stapler? So I don't think that's basic as fuck, bro. I think I'm all for that level of humor where you know that level of humor, hang in there, baby, because you think the hang in there, baby is actually funny, is like so down here, but fucking getting it in there to pay out on that's like humor that's up here, you know, like that's
someone's gonna walk in and be like,
yeah, you guys don't actually believe that, you're just mocking it.
That's important.
It is.
Sarcastic humor is literally like the pinnacle.
If you don't have that good humor, you know, I'm really stoked as well. We've also got this big flag of we have Sodi go-karts, so it's just they gave us a flag to hang up for some fucking reason, but it's on the back of this wall, and it's now been dubbed the kick wall. Like, you just go out there and you just fucking, I'm not even lying, like just fucking boom. But yeah, you just like, if you know,
just get it all out.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Say, like, for instance, coding a bit of website stuff and it's not working. You need to let it out, kick the wall, let it out. And I'll tell you what, great for the mind, the body. Going back to Riz's meditation, you chuck that in for 5 minutes. Yeah, fuck, bro, you're coming out pretty good. Coming out pretty strong.
Yeah. The people who work there, they're like flag guys. It's like, I put the no contact sign out 4 times and they didn't listen. Like, They still did contact.
Dude, I can't believe I told someone something and they didn't follow it.
I for sure always. I feel like if like the world goes to shit and like I have to get a job, I would go get a job at one of those go-kart places, because it'd be like the movie Waiting, but with go-karts.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I fucking love go-karts.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm 100% with you. Like, as far as entertainment goes, it's highly up there. can be a little bit stressful because you're like constantly watching a car crash about to happen. But if you can just zone that out, and you're like, fuck them. They're mince fodder anyway. You know, like I don't care about these people in the go-karts. Let them.
Yeah. Well, if you're trying to make some Adam LZ money, you could just make cart crash compilations and put them on YouTube.
Oh, dude, me and my boss have been talking about that. Like, I want to do a video. Shit customers say, you know, shit customers do, like that type of stuff. Just because some of the shit you get is obnoxious. Like, we got a Google review the other day, 1 star. He was saying that he was the best out on track as displayed by his lap time, and people weren't letting him overtake him or something, and like it's not his fault. He's the best person out there. Yeah.
That's I would hold on. I'm going to open up my narcissism book.
Yeah.
Yep, confirmed.
Yeah. Exactly. And I was just like.
For everyone listening, he held up the Surrounded by Idiots book.
Oh yeah.
What color do you think he is? Red? Probably red.
Yeah. I feel like I'm a yellow with hints of red, you know. And then I see some, and then reading it, I'm like, fuck, I'm a bit of everything.
I feel like everybody's a bit of everything, man.
Yes.
I don't want to get all right. I have like a whole rant on signs and all that stuff.
Oh, dude. Well, I was just about to say, how funny is it that like 10 minutes ago I was just talking about I don't get how people want to group themselves with fucking being.
You're picking a color,
and here I am. I'm red, baby. I'm red and yellow all the way.
I'm a fucking outgoing alpha male, and I'm here to fucking take what's mine.
Fuck those green and blues. Fuck them.
I'm gonna fucking take all they got. I'm gonna take their fucking girls. I'm gonna take their cash. I'm just gonna go straight to the fucking top.
Because, you know, in this day and age, you need to invest, buy, sell. Invest, buy, sell. You think Gary V is not invest, buy, sell? You know, you need to back yourself, bro.
I invest, dude. I invest in myself.
Hey, you gotta.
I actually do. I buy stocks, dude.
Do ya? What type of stocks we talking?
Dude, so I don't know. I just buy. I'm like, oh, that one seems cool.
Yeah, true. You fucking.
I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And then been doing kind of good, but like if I put as much into stocks as I did drifting, I would be able to like have money. But
go drifting.
Yeah. I'm like, take a year off, do some gambling, huh? Come back fucking strong.
I'm either coming back in a clapped out MX-5 Miata, or I'm coming out with the FD transporter, baby.
Yeah, I'm coming with the stacker, baby. Let's go.
Oh god, I am. Palmer's investing. Fucking
yeah. So if anyone wants some stock tips, hit me up. Put you on game, dude. Let's get fucking rich.
I was quite spewing. I've got some in some legal marijuana that they're trying to get going here, and it got up like I was up $2,000. I was like, yeah, baby, yeah. And I was in it for the long haul. I'm like, I'm here because as soon as it goes legal, surely it's just gonna, and I'll be like that artist that got paid Facebook shares instead of Facebook. David Choi or whatever his name is or whatever, and he took the Facebook shares over the Facebook money, and now he's a millionaire. Like that's going to be me. They'll be like, this dude's smart, and except for the fact that it's pretty much borderline bankrupt. These ones, like it was up $2,000, it was looking great, and now it's like down $2,000, which is gold. And I was like, if that's not life in a nutshell, you thought you had a certainty, but it's not a certainty.
Nope. It's gambling, dude.
It is. It's fully fledged gambling. So I doubled down and went the fucking airline in the peak of Corona because they're going to bounce back. They're a national carrier. The government's going to back them out, and they're fucking going up stocks.
There you go. There you go.
Double down. If in doubt, double down.
if by the end of this people don't want to read your book, they're out of their minds.
He's knowledgeable. He knows the stocks. He's got a good understanding of drift montage videos and dubstep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like doing like the standard drift event videos thing is kind of done. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like,
for
you
sure.
just not.
There's no.
It's like it's all like vlogging and stuff now. Like that's kind of like taking
I'm trying
over.
to think what's the next. Like, vlogging's fucking. It's got 2 years max. You know, like given the cycle of things. What's next? What's the next big go-to?
I don't know. Probably this podcast, so I can retire.
Yeah.
Just
dude,
bring my
I'm all
friends
for
to
it.
Japan, dude. We'll buy cars in Australia, bro. Fucking come out there.
Dude, come out. And then Billy will be like, "Why did you cancel on me, Mez? We could have had greatness."
Yeah, I have to point out that you guys are the reason I'm even doing this. Yeah.
Go forth, mate. Go forth. We're just we're the shaman directing you on a path to greater enlightenment.
Yeah, dude. I appreciate that. See, I would have read your book, man. You like, if you're like, hey, I did your podcast, and I was like, dude, this is fun. Like, I like talking shit, and then I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot, and it's been cool. I don't know. So I appreciate you fucking getting me started, dude.
Hey, me and Billy, you know, we went out on a limb getting you on. We went out on a limb. We weren't sure, but you know, I'm glad it paid true. You know, I feel like you're the George Russell in Mercedes right now. You know, like you're getting your chance to shine. We knew you were good. We knew you were real good, but you were down at Williams.
Which one's Bottas and which one's Hamilton out of you two?
Yeah, well, look, I will let Billy be Lewis because one, he's closer to Lewis in the continental sphere. I think Ireland's pretty close, and two, he's also like the biggest Lewis fanboy imaginable, so he'd be pretty cut. I'll go the Finn. I don't mind being number 2 and being paid millions to do whatever the fuck I want to drive a really fast race car. I don't mind that.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it.
I don't mind being George Russell. I don't have any points yet, but I'm getting there. I'm making my way.
You're getting there, and you've got a whole lot of fucking spirit behind you. You got the whole of F1 shipping for you.
Oh, right. I'm actually really excited to watch that race.
Same, dude. I'm like, it's the first time. Actually, that's probably what's been missing in my life: excitement. I was actually genuinely like, oh wow, that's going to be awesome. Well deserved.
Yeah.
You know, I'm used to seeing stuff on Instagram being like, fuck off. Why is he hanging out with him? Who's the fuck with? He doesn't deserve that. Does that dude even know what he fucking used to say? Fucking hot shots. What, just because he hashtagged your fucking name a few times, now you want to give him a shout out?
Hey, you know, that's how it goes.
Yeah, hey, it does. It does.
You know what blows my mind is people who like pay full price for things that they order from like a company, and then they like shout out the company and like tag them and stuff. I'm like, you bought it. Like,
dude. Monday's made better with a care package from.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not a care package. You have to pay for it. That's a self-care package.
Yeah, like I shouldn't say that because like, what if I ever have a business and then people do that? They're gonna be like, well, fuck him. I'm not gonna post that shit. You know?
Yeah, no, but like there's a difference. Like there's being stoked you got something that you bought.
Right. Yeah.
And you're like, fuck yeah, everyone, look what I got. Like,
or trying to act like you got a hookup or something.
Yeah.
That's the one. Exactly. That's the weird one to me.
That's the super weird one. Weird. It's up there with you having a personal private Instagram and paying for sponsored ads on Instagram for your fucking car.
You know what? Don't you talk shit about that. I love those. Those are that's my favorite. Instagram found out that that's my favorite thing on Instagram because all they show me is sponsored ads of people who just like have like 500 followers that are like, why aren't I famous yet? Oh, it's because no one can see me. I need ads. And then what they pick for the ads, it's like, what are you doing? Like, what is this? There's like a drift guy around here that did that, and I was like, what do you like? He's like, yeah, I just go drifting. And then it's like, I need more people to see this. I'm going to get ads. I was like,
yeah, I don't.
But the best ones are the people who.
Sorry, you go.
The best ones are the people who rap. I don't know if
what?
you ever. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's like rap that like pay for ads for people to see their like freestyles and stuff. Like it's always some dude in a car and he's like rapping in his phone and it's terrible. I love it. And Instagram knows like, hey, we're getting paid if we show this guy like a fucking thing that opens beer cans, or we show him this thing that he's really going to enjoy. Let's show him the one that he's going to enjoy. So now my algorithm has decided that I don't want to see ads for like shit I might buy. I only want to see people who are trying to rap. And so that's like all my ads.
Yes, dude, you need to send me some of these. That sounds gold.
Yeah, I will.
That's gold. My brother, when he went to America, got hustled on the street. Oh, to work in your favor.
I've hacked the algorithm. I am Neo.
I know Kung Fu. That is good, but that is good. Like that's talk about turning a negative into a positive. Like you fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going back, but like, what are they thinking? Like, they're obviously, you want to get more followers so you can get sponsors or whatever. Like, are they not thinking about the 20 steps in between that to
like actually doing ad, like actually doing something that people want to see?
Yeah.
I think that's I think that's the problem. Is like there's like so many people on social media, and like there's a giant percentage of people. I was like talking to a psychiatrist about narcissists, unrelated, but like the guy was explaining to me like the most miserable people are like a failed narcissist, essentially, like someone who's like thinks really highly of themselves and doesn't take any fault for like their own things, and they're not doing well. Like, so it's like it like breaks the like logic center of their brain, and like they just like take it out on like everybody, right? So it's like that's the same. That's kind of what you see there. It's like, I fucking rap. I could rap circles around Pac, dude. Listen to me. And then you like listen to it. It's like, I came here because I'm from the street and I wanted to show you guys that I eat food.
Your feet.
Yeah. And you're like, the fuck is this? And it's like the beats like playing on like the car speakers and shit. It's like, and it's like some shit they stole from somebody. Like, I don't know. And you're like, all right, dude. I mean, it's chase your dreams, but like, don't get the ads until get the ads when you know your shit's good.
Get your game right. Yeah, get your game right. Keep your game tight, Money Mike. Keep your game tight.
Yeah, but whatever. Go. I think the reason people shout out companies when they get stuff is so that they get shared onto the company's page and that more people see them or something.
Yeah, for sure. Like there's definitely heaps of different angles, but the main one there is the fucking the thanks for the care package. Like, I'm sponsored. I got this for free, and you can tell the difference between all of them. Like, but yeah, they're people navigating their way through life.
Without a doubt.
They're fucking idiots. That's what they are. They're fucking idiots.
I don't know, man.
Well,
I think
that's it, eh?
I think we got some interesting humans to be around. I think drifting is like a melting pot. Like,
it's like a petri dish of society that you can like magnify on.
Yeah, there's all walks of life, kind of.
Fuck yeah.
And only like a couple people who can't walk, but Shout out to Rob Parsons, man. That's savage. Yeah.
Ooh. No, fucking. Yeah, no, you're exactly right. You know, to be honest, I'm sick of this whole like we got to all embrace each other or follow the same shit or like now's the time for the community to get together. Like fuck that. I don't like half of you. Like,
I mean,
that's not to be rude. That's not to be rude. It's
I gotta respect
we live in a world. We live in a world. Like, I can't possibly like every single person.
Yeah, and you only have so much time. Yeah.
Well, not even just on that friendship, fucking being nice perspective, but just on the, I'm a human being with thoughts and mindsets on this, and there's like billions of you cunts. There's going to be some of you that I don't agree with your mindset and things. So naturally, like I don't like you. Like
yeah.
Drifting's not going to fucking fall down because not everyone's fucking agreeing on the same fucking thing. Like,
yeah, I think it's like super hard to remember this, but I always try and remember this when I'm like, man, fucking this or that, you know? And it's like, okay, well, if that didn't exist, we wouldn't have the counter of that. You know what I mean? Like this wouldn't be what it is without this thing that we don't like, you know, or like, you know, and it's like, it goes the other way too. Like, you know, you kind of need something to like battle against. Like, it's kind of like that like,
well, there's
Texas
a prime example
where Final Bout came, and then like Texas people were like, some Texas people didn't get invited, and then they like kind of like trash talk Final Bout, and it's like, but then these people are trying to like level up their driving, and they're trying to level, you know, it's like, it's kind of cool because it's like, you know, this is hip hop beef, and like no one's gonna get shot though because drifters are, you know,
pussies.
We're all very emotional humans.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, we are, dude. It's crazy. Like,
for a bunch of people,
no reason.
A bunch of people who like throw cars into each other. We're all a bunch of softies.
It's because all deep down we narrowly want attention. I mean, like that's why you get into drifting, right? Like,
you're like, oh, check this out, dude. Watch me kick the clutch. Like, yeah,
my car looks sick. Look what I did to my car. Look at my car.
It's because we can't fight with our hands. You know, we gotta fight with the steering wheel, bro.
Exactly. But like, you know,
better not catch me on these streets. I'll see you at the I'll see you at the next stoplight.
Yeah. See you at the tandem lineup, bro. But here we've got a
cage.
Yeah. Here we've got Luke Fink's track that he runs, Archerfield, and there's heaps of, they're called AU Falcons. So they're a bogan car. They're like as bogan as you fucking get, you know, and Commodores and stuff. And there's just heaps of them that fucking hit Archerfield all the time, you know, and it's all sick going out there and skidding. Like, they're not going fast. They're not exactly practicing the same type of lines traditional drifting would take, but they're out there having a blast and shit. But, you know, there's people like there becomes a us versus them, like, oh, fuck them, fucking, you know, pieces of shit driving them pieces of shit on track. But it's like, man, without those dudes going there every week, Archerfield would probably shut. Yeah. You know, the rest of us aren't going nowhere near consistently enough. Like,
yeah,
it's a good thing we got those people.
Yeah. So Sonoma Drift is like pretty notorious for having, like, some bogan cars, and you know,
bodies,
lots of Fox bodies.
Yeah,
lots of Fox bodies, you know. Nice. But like, I don't know. You guys might think so. Like Japan thinks that's cool. They're like, oh, Mustangs, you know. They're like,
well, the thing is as well, all their Chasers, JZXs, they're pretty much like our, you know what I mean? Like they're the mass-produced cars over there. Like,
yeah. That's what I was trying. That's kind of what I was trying to tell people when I got the BMW. I was like, I'm driving like the cheap thing that they all go. There's like 15 at the junkyard. Like, you guys are driving like an import cart that they like. You guys are all drifting like a you know, like you guys are driving a BMW.
Yeah.
So they're like, you know. For us, it would be anyway, whatever. Because like they think that they love the BMW over there. Like Tomoya and stuff's like, oh, I want a BMW so bad, they're so cool. And I was like, yeah, you should get one, man. But like no one drifts them because they're super expensive over there.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, exactly. Like, it's just all about working what's affordable, and each country's got different shit. And
but yeah,
Japan's the coolest country in the world, so they could, you know what I mean?
I didn't even think about the tracks staying open because of all the, kind of clapped out cars going constantly. But that's
Yeah,
real.
like,
Like
yeah,
I don't go every week, but like I'm happy
nah,
that it's there. Like I'm happy
yeah,
that
same.
drifting exists. And then also it's like if those events didn't exist and it was only the cool events, then all those people would be at the like quote unquote cool events that, are invite or whatever, and you'd have that same battle there. Like you're right. Yeah, it's true.
And like without light, there's no darkness. Without darkness, there's no light. Like you wouldn't know what cool drifting was if you didn't have shit drifting to counteract it. Like
Yeah, and both sides feel that way.
both sides feel, yeah, they both think they're the cool drifting, which is
Yeah, yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Like,
You do you, baby.
yeah.
Hang in there, baby.
I'm gonna fucking get one of those and hang it right there.
Oh, he did. Dude, it
I mean,
looks like a prime spot right there. I'm not
it's
lying.
it's my home office.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm doing
Yeah.
all right. I got a corner
Yeah.
office too. My office is my desk is in the corner of my apartment.
I like it. I like what you're going on there.
Dude,
I like the curved bench, the plants.
Yeah. I don't water them, but they're still alive.
They're still alive. They're still kicking.
Let's show me
Daily meditation.
Yeah.
Daily meditation.
Just fucking RZA.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna link it to you, man. They're good.
You have to.
They're good, dude. And it's on Spotify, so you just
Yeah.
post a story about it.
I'm actually really excited for this. This is corny, but like I have like a like to-do list on, like, you can add like a to-do list to your Google email or whatever. I have one for work, and then I started making one for myself because I'm just trying to get through the day, man. And I put one of them on there was like I put meditate. I haven't checked it off like once. But with the RZA, dude, I can do this.
No, dude, you can. And they're like 6 minutes, dude. It's so achievable.
Yeah.
So achievable.
Set the bar low.
Ah, exactly.
With someone I respect.
Yes. Yes. And that's the thing, eh? Like, I think for some reason I find myself like, you look at this project, like say if someone's like, oh, you got to do an hour of meditation a day.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck, that is, nah, fucking Jesus. But like 5 minutes, yeah, that's like it reels you in to do the hard work later on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's achievable.
It's achievable.
See, the RZA knows. The RZA knows what the people want.
Dude, he gets it. He
made 36 chambers, right? Like Sam Harris. I don't want to listen to Sam Harris talk for 2 minutes. Like, puts me to sleep. But he's an intellectual guy. Whatever. Sorry, Billy.
Well, no, I don't agree with you there. That was a terrible Billy impersonation. Fuck, I can't. Off me game today with me impersonations. I like to think I'm pretty up there, but straight. Yeah,
that's okay.
Straight.
I'm happy that I intimidate you.
Yeah. I'm sweating over here, bro. I'm sweating. It's not because it's 36 degrees outside, but it's you're a front street jumper on there, mate. You're a bit cold there.
No, actually I'm sweating because I had a beer just now, and it's like getting hot. I don't know.
Oh, you're all jacked up. Yeah, I know the ones.
Stand it, man. Yeah,
I know the ones.
Yeah. Shout out Front Street. They're nice guys.
Is that genuine or?
Yeah, I guess. However you want to take it.
Oh, yeah, rightio.
No, they're gonna do one of these too. People have been like want them on here. All the youths, they're like that. They're like that. Well, I think Tom's young. I think. I don't know how old Josh is. Anyway, who cares? And Jeff has like kids and stuff, so they're a very wide range of age on their drift team. Yes, they're a diverse drift team, and
that's what I look for in my drift teams. Yes, if there's not enough diversity, team diversity. Yeah. Is there a diverse team? Team diversity is surely already taken.
I hope it's not.
Diversity DC, Diversity Driving Club.
Uh, have you gotten to drive in Japan at all, or did you mainly do
Yeah,
video stuff?
I was lucky enough. Like when I was working for Formants, they had a few chases, so I got to drive Ebisu a little bit, which is pretty cool. But it's always a bit weird when you're driving someone else's car
Yeah.
and you're not like a paid driver. Like that's
Yeah.
not your gig.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like if it's your gig, you can just fucking treat it like, you know, like it's your own,
Yeah.
because that's what you're there for. But if
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
the camera dude and you get chucked the keys, you
Yeah.
kind of don't want to come back in with a car that's been so. But no, it was super awesome, man. Like, all right, they're super cool tracks.
Did you get to drive like a couple of the tracks, or
Yeah, so I drove.
they're like,
I got
yeah,
to-
bro, go check it, go check Manami.
yeah, well, yeah, I did do a Minami actually.
Yes, it's so cool.
So like, I was entering over the bump and just like started throwing it after the bump because I was like, man, I'm not gonna fucking just gonna go
stuff this car.
and then and then I was like, nah, you know what? Like I have to do this. Like I have to.
Yeah.
I can't not do it. So like I pulled over the side of the track, like meditated a bit, got my RZA on, and just like zoned in. I was like, I'm doing it. And yeah, so I did it. But it was the most shallowest stuff you've ever seen, but I did it. So I was like,
Hey,
I'll
man.
take that. In someone else's
Whatever.
car, I'll take that. I did it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I know deep down I could be fucking Daigo Saito. Yeah, rightio. Like he's good.
I don't think people realize how steep it is.
Yeah, oh, dude, it's like you when you come up to the crest before you jump over the wall, you literally can't see the wall. You're like you're staring up, like it's nuts.
Yeah,
and then
the downhill steep too. Like
yeah, well, I was about to say the fact that I was entering so shallow was only achievable because it's fucking downhill. So I was just like, you know, it was helping me get down the hill, get down.
Yeah, I watched like, yeah, it was like 2016. I was there just watching, and I'm like standing there and like looking at how you're like standing like this and the track's like here, you know? Like it's literally like 15 or like 15 degrees of angle. And you're like, okay, that's pretty gnarly. And there's like, you know, dudes in like, it was like a R33 and something else just like flying, you know, cars beat to shit and like looked cool. And then like there was this S15 that just sounded insane. Like it's like the Japan version of like a old dude here with like a crazy built like Camaro, pretty much in my mind. Like it's just like the most gnarly sounding engine. Like, you know, it's just like at the light, just like cammed all to hell, like low belt, just like blah, 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 you know, like that kind of thing. It was just like a crazy sounding SR, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. And this dude, like, I've never seen the car before. I've never seen it since. I've never seen this dude on like any videos or anything. And just literally like the gnarliest run I've ever seen. And he just kept doing them back to back to back. And I was like, I just went over there and I was like, you know, you can kind of tell he's like, oh, he's like people around and whatever. But I went over there and I was just like, yo, like, Sugoi. And he's like, oh yeah. And I like kind of like nodded and shit and just walked away. And I was like, I didn't know any Japanese. Like I was just trying to be nice and shit. And like he seemed like genuinely like happy that I just like came over and said like impressive, you know? And,
yeah, he would have been stoked. Yeah.
Instead of just like, you know, fucking pulling up next to him and just revving my piece of shit with no trunk, you know? You want to go? I saw that last one.
1v1 me, bro. 1v1 me, bro. Oh, fuck, that's gold. Yeah, nah, dude, it's a gnarly track. Another one that's super deceiving is Nishi. So what they just did D1 on, just gone on that track. So the FD Japan layout as well. Like you don't realize, but coming down that main straight into the fucking hairpin, like as you sort of get towards the hairpin, maybe like 30 meters back, it starts to wash off. Like it's not flat the whole way. It's like a slight gradient down. So like as you're like right at the peak of entry and chuck, then as soon as you get this slope, like it wants to angle it more. I don't know, like, but fucking, I found that like I didn't realize that was as
like,
and that even had an angle to it.
That stuff makes such a big difference too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, big time. Like you fully get why the cars react the way they do. Like, you know, they'll chuck a sick entry, but then all of a sudden they wash out or like do a half spin. And you're like,
Yeah,
fuck, that entry looked like it was locked in. Like you
yeah,
couldn't spin out from that kind of thing. But yeah, so yeah, that was cool as. But yeah, I mean, driving there, it's no wonder they've got such good drivers. And I mean, you've got that facility at your fucking disposal whenever
yeah.
you want.
I
For
know they just have like, oh yeah, do you want to come drift? Okay. Like, you want to come on a
yeah,
Tuesday? Okay. Like, dude,
yeah,
I
yeah,
would.
yeah, yeah. And I feel like they would be like, you know, 2 nights before, like, yo, Jimmy, we're gonna go hit Ebisu dog. Fucking, it's just me and Peter so far, but you sweet. We're just gonna go this Tuesday lunchtime.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
do a
yeah,
little spritz. Then we're gonna
yeah.
hit the fucking onset and fucking lather ourselves up naked. Like, what do you reckon? Yeah, you're in. Sweet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go, dude.
Whereas over here, it's like, fuck, 2 weeks to an event. Fuck, I got to fucking get this shit ready. Like, I've got to fuck. Like, for some reason, I feel like they don't even have car prep. I feel like their car's prep fucking 24/7. It's just good to go.
Yeah,
Which I know is fucking ignorant of me. I know they like actually just put in heaps of fucking work and effort to have this car ready nonstop. But for me, man, I feel like, fuck, I would drive a whole lot more if my car was just good to go.
yeah, yeah.
Like right now, I'm like meant to be doing this competition on Sunday, and my car won't turn off. The boost controller is not turning on now. My indicators don't work. So obviously some wiring somewhere is short now, and I'm just like, that's such a big fucking hassle.
Check your battery negative ground or your battery negative terminal. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. I don't know. That happened to
That'd be
me
a
where
real cool
my
fix.
car wouldn't turn off, and it was like for some reason my like battery terminals were there's I don't know. That was like a long time ago, and it was with the KA, so maybe that's terrible advice, but I don't know.
Hey,
If you
it's an
need
easier fix.
if you
Easier
need some
fix than going the loom, you know?
yeah, if you need electrical troubleshooting from the other side of the world, I'm not that good, but I can try.
Fuck, that would be good. But, you know, like imagine the Instagram post. Like, so stoked I made it here. Big thanks to Palmer for staying on board with me worldwide. I think it was midnight his time, and he stayed up all night just to help me get the car running. It's so awesome to have worldwide friends like that. Fucking shut the fuck up, like.
That is like the challenge of social media. You have to like balance this like
But yeah, you also got to thank. You know, like if I didn't thank you, you'd be like, kind of.
nah.
No, I know.
Depends on,
You wouldn't. I know you.
yeah, but it does
know?
depend. Like, yeah, like you gotta give people credit sometimes. Like, you know, sometimes sometimes just being like, hey bro, thanks, like isn't enough. Like if they're really
Yeah.
if you ended up doing something cool and like some, I don't know, I always try and thank people on when they help.
Hey, I'm not saying don't thank people. I'm like fucking thank them. And like you said, you know, sometimes a thanks in person isn't enough.
Yeah.
And if you think, but like sorry, I'm just going on the negative social media mindset. I'm just like,
hey,
some of these pricks.
Yeah. Like I got all these international friends.
You're making me out. You're making me feel self-conscious now because you're making me out feel like I'm this unthankful prick. He doesn't want to I'm thankful. I'm super thankful. Just also super real.
Fix your own fucking car then, you know?
Yeah. This is why I don't have friends to help me fucking fix the car. This is all coming clear.
Yeah,
you 10 years.
You gotta thank them on the internet now. That's it. That's the solution. I don't know. There's like,
I just wish people would be truthful.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
There's a balance.
There is a balance.
Like don't
balance with everything.
Yeah. Which, you know, who the fuck, like some of us are like doing this shit all day.
Yeah.
But and then some people are just like, what?
Yeah, dude.
I'm just balance, huh? What are you talking about?
What the fuck? But I'm with you. I feel
But those people are secretly like doing this shit with their fucking legs and trying to like, you know, I don't know. If you can't see this, it makes no sense. But yeah, man, the social media world is definitely, I feel like it definitely has its pros, but like even me, right? Like when I promote these podcasts, I feel like a fucking clown, you know?
Same. Wait, dude, 100%, man. That's part of the reason why I stopped doing the stuff with Billy is like I just felt so weird promoting it. Like I just feel like and I suppose it's because it's not as polished as I'd want to release something to promote. Like, you know, going back to the rapper that didn't get his fucking shit sorted but was promoting it. Like I feel a little bit like that. And I'm like, but at the same time, you need to do it to practice it. And in this day and age, you're gonna fucking all you got is to post about it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's not like we got pirate radio and we can fucking
It's not like I gotta like drive around with my conversion van with like fucking banners on the side.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a microphone. Like, listen to my radio show.
Yeah. Dude, they still do that in Japan, for the political body.
Yes, we saw those in Osaka. We were like, what is that? They're like, oh yeah, there's like some political stuff. They're like driving around yelling at people with megaphones. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That shit would not fly. Well, we kind of have that here now.
Yeah, true.
You got like lifted trucks with like Trump flags, like yelling at people, and then you got like, you know, Subaru Foresters with, you know. Anyway, I'm not gonna get I don't want to get into that.
Nah, I'm with you, dude. Me neither. I'm with you. I'm too busy though. I'm trying to care about myself over here. You know, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with me, let alone what's going on with fucking 20 million other people. Like,
yeah, exactly. And you got to finish your book. I'm gonna literally hound you for the rest of your life to write a book.
I'm gonna write one, but it's just a book about nothing. It'd be like the Seinfeld equivalent. Like it starts out like a self-help book, but then it becomes me questioning myself. Like, dude, I don't know.
If that's never been done, that's fucking brilliant. But like because you came up with the idea so easily, you're never gonna do it.
Yeah. It's something I need to be able to work at and be like, fuck, how am I going to do this? To be honest, I just need to get some motivation and passion back. I think that's where I'm downplaying, which I feel as you get older, I feel like that resource of untapped shit that must just be in the back.
We're going to do something. Let's do, let's go. And then you get older, you're like, I'm cool with just playing a setup.
I was just gonna chill at home, man.
I would never be home. I had any social gathering I could go to or friend's house or something. Like I literally like my goal was to like never go home pretty much.
Yeah.
And now I'm like,
it's like the opposite, right?
Unless it sounds really good. Like they're like, we're just gonna like have some beers, maybe like laugh at some shit, like talk shit, you know, it'll be real low key. You know, it's gonna be comfortable, right? We're not gonna be like, you know, we might be somewhere like real scenic or like someone's comfortable house. And you're like, I might be there, you know?
Yeah. You're like, wait, do you guys have aircon? Yeah, I might be there. There.
And then now it's, I don't know, man. Yeah.
It's a strange time, right?
Yeah. Back in the day, I'd be like, oh yeah, like you want to come over? Like, my mom's here and her boyfriend's here and I think they're going to bang, but like, do you want to just like watch TV or something? And you're like, yeah, that sounds good.
Hell yeah. Let's watch the same shit we watched yesterday.
Yeah, you got that shit on. You want to watch music videos? Oh yeah, sick. You guys want to watch Bad Boys 2 again?
Man, I love Christina Aguilera's nipples in this. That's fucking.
It's pretty much just Beavis and Butthead in real life is what I described.
Yeah. Literally. But yeah, something happens. That's for sure. Something.
Do it while you're young, kids.
Yeah.
I always say
While you're
kids
young.
on here, and like no kid. I checked the stats. There's no kids that listen to this, which is probably good, actually.
It's probably good. Yeah. Out there doing something in society.
Yeah,
They're out there dancing, doing TikToks.
they are actually absolutely out there dancing, doing TikToks, dude. San Francisco, it's like, well, pre-COVID times, like you'd be anywhere you went, there would be people doing TikTok dancing. You're like, what the fuck? Because it's like there's like a lot of touristy, scenic shit around
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
anywhere I would go to eat, there'd be someone doing TikToks on the street, like on the corner, and you're like, yeah, they're like, all right, do it again, and it's like, you know, you're like,
yeah, dude, like,
can you guys even hear the song?
Yeah. Or is she just humming it out like 3, 2, 1, and
Yeah, they're not even dancing to the. That's the part that kills me. They're just doing like to the beat, like they're just doing moves. They can't even hear the song because they're like on a busy street. Like,
it's just a
bunch of phonies.
Yeah, dude. And just to actually record yourself in public, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'd feel like a douche.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I would trade having to like record myself explaining everything I've done for the day to like have Adam LZ money. I don't know. But like
Yeah.
But like he grew up doing that, like that's like his life. So it's kind of, I guess it just makes sense, you know? But I couldn't imagine starting doing that.
Well, like I always say to everyone is like, man, I fucking hate changing a diff. I hate changing a gearbox. So why the fuck would I want to watch someone else do it? Like,
I don't get it either. But like, for example,
don't get me wrong. Like, I just to clear the air, I get it. If you fucking, I need to figure out how to pull out a gearbox. I need to watch someone do it. I get that. That's not what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was you saying?
No, I mean, like my girlfriend watches travel vlogs because she loves to travel, and I'm like, yeah, but you're not there. Like, what? She's like, oh, well, like I'm learning, you know, where I could go when I go to these places. I'm like, yeah, but then you're seeing, like, you're getting the experience of going to the place.
You already know what it's like.
Yeah, so why would you want to go there? You already know exactly what coffee shop you're gonna go get coffee at, and this cute place to sit and have lunch. That's what I find exciting in life is like going somewhere I've never been and like figuring it out. But you know what I mean? It's just like just I think it's just a different mindset. Some people look up the ends of movies, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Some people like I feel like drifters are pretty common or it's pretty like consistent with drifters where they may not get along with like politics or other things, but they all are generally people who are kind of going outside the realm of like normalcy and like aren't super particular. Like I need to plan out everything I do. Like to be a drifter, you kind of have to have a little impulse control problems. Like I think
yeah.
Or as you guys would say, loose cunts.
Loose.
I don't know. I don't even know what that means. Maybe that's a bad example. Maybe it was a bad comparison, but yeah,
I'm just stoked you use that terminology, to be honest. Like, use it however. And see, that's the beautiful thing about language and Australian language at that is you can just, it's all context.
Yeah.
You know, like if I was to say, fuck that shit cunt, you're like, oh, fuck, he really hates him. And then if I was like, oh, fuck, that shit cunt, you're like, oh, no, you just remembered him in a fond manner. Yeah.
And then if you say it somewhere else, it doesn't matter how you say it, they're going to be pissed.
Yeah.
But like, oh, you didn't get the context. Like, it doesn't matter the context.
It's context. I swear I was nice.
This episode's getting flagged for sure.
Yeah,
well, that's okay.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to swear. It's what happens.
I swear on all of them. It's fine.
Awesome.
I always mark not for kids on every single one I put up because I like don't remember what I say and I don't want to be like, yes, kids can listen to this and just be like, there's that whole part where you're like talking about like parents clapping cheeks or whatever. You're like,
Timmy, what are you listening to?
Just imagine like parents who drift listening to this and like driving their kids to school with this on, just talking about like fuck, I don't know, whatever.
These are the guys who get it, Tommy. These are the guys who get it. And then can you imagine 20 years time, like some fucking young up and comer shredder, and he's like, yeah, and I don't know why I resort to an American accent for this, and a terrible one at that.
Sure.
But like,
no, I'd love go for it.
It's like, yeah, like my dad just always used to put on these podcasts, and I remember listening to one of them. It was the Goodest cast with Palmer. I tell you, it taught me a lot, man. It taught me to get out there and achieve what I want to achieve in life early.
I fucking hope that never happens. This is definitely the first one.
Not even a little bit.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool. I don't know. I just know that there's gonna be like in the future, like they could just scan all these and make like a fake me, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
I'm real nervous about that.
Yeah, and then you're saying some shit that you would never even say, and it's super believable.
I'm gonna try that because I'm gonna get some like machine learning stuff and just have it like scan all these videos and see if I can make like a fake myself, and then I can make that one go to work for me, and then I'll go drifting.
Yeah, dude, 100%. Oh my god, now that is the Matrix. That's where we're heading.
Yeah, make a little AI version of yourself.
Yeah,
I'm in, dude.
Yeah,
Let's
and
go.
then it turns out that's where Earth actually is. We're just a bunch of fucking AI, and the real party is at Venus.
Yeah.
Mars or Saturn.
Yeah, but we don't get to go there because we're poor.
No, exactly.
Yeah, we're just gonna continue to drive cars into each other, and they're like, "You guys have fun with that."
Have you seen They Live?
No, I've seen Wall-E.
No. They Live, or is it They Live, or They're Among Us, or something? It's the one with fucking Rowdy Roddy Piper. Just came here to chew gum and kick some ass, and I'm all out of gum.
I've heard that one. I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah. Okay. Well, don't worry. The reference is null and void then. But yeah, pretty much in that movie, he puts his sunnies on and can see the world for what it truly is, and the signs also like signs for going on a holiday. It really says obey, order, all that shit. Anyway, the crux dark. I'm getting at here is all the rich people get to go party on this fucking space.
Yeah, and then we're just
us
like
poor, us poor folk are down here fucking shoveling dirt.
I'm at the code mine, just like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Can't wait to go drifting next year.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man, they're gonna be after us now.
Yeah, the global elite.
Yeah, we've foiled their plan.
Yeah, with all, you got to get behind us. Start donating to my Patreon, and we're gonna stop them.
Yeah, we're gonna stop them by paying my rent.
By getting me to that elite class, and then I'm gonna get in there, and then I'm gonna tell them what it is, and then they just disappears.
That's like,
yeah,
dude, literally. Which like, fuck. The more I get older, I'm like, how could you do that to someone? The more I'm older, I'm like, you know what, fuck. Like, I fully get why they do that. I couldn't, but someone out there probably can live with themselves ripping off thousands of people.
Dude, I think about it sometimes. I'm like, how could I start like a counter church thing, And
like, just a little 50 cents from everyone.
I guess counter church would be like a cult. Let's be real.
Counter church isn't a cult. It's a way of life. It's a way of thinking.
That's what we'll just call it. We'll just call it counter church.
Yeah.
Be like, it's counter church, dude. It's like, it's like church because you give me money. But it's not, because then you don't have to do anything, but then like you still feel a sense of community because you guys all give me money together.
Yeah, and like our God doesn't judge you.
You can do whatever you want,
just as long as you pay the fee. You can do whatever you want.
I think we're onto something here.
Yeah, and people would love it. They're like, I've always done what I want. I've always been who I want to be. This is my church. This is my people.
The problem is you gotta have like onion layers to the God thing, and like this is bad. This is bad. These are bad concepts. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who has time for it? science fiction writers, apparently.
Yes. Fucking old Ron Hubbard.
Yeah. Sorry to any Scientologists that might watch this.
That'd be cool. Scientology.
That'd be sweet. If you're a Scientologist and you drift and you listen to my podcast, hit me up.
You're making money.
I want to meet Beck and what's the other guy that was in Pulp Fiction that I should know his name?
Wait, I love Pulp Fiction. What are you talking about?
Like John Travolta.
Ah,
yeah.
Jules.
Yeah, dude, Jules. Wait, Jules. I think Jules is Samuel L. Jackson.
No, Jules is Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Vincent. Fucking there we go. Vince.
It's a quality film.
It is, dude. Fuck, it's my favorite. I love it. You just don't get that type of creative genius. I mean, you got the storyline and it's all mixed up, and then it's fucking Zed's dead, baby. What a classic line. Oh my god. And then the fucking the rape scene, and then he asks, is he okay? And then the guy turns around and he goes, nah, pretty fucking far from okay. And it's 9 out of 10 popcorn buckets in my book.
There's like nothing more like somebody who just wants to argue when they like without provoking bring up that they don't get Tarantino movies.
Yeah, dude.
You're like I just don't get it. And you're like, what do you not like? What about it don't you like? You don't like good writing and good acting? All right.
Yeah, dude. Sorry,
or
it's
directing.
Not a Marvel. Sorry, it's not a Marvel movie. Fucking the same old cliche shit.
Yeah. Well, I think we've alienated most of the people who listen to this.
yeah, 100%. Definitely feel like I've done my usual mez of be really over the top and fucking use words to describe minor things, but use the most fucking deep word. Like that dude moderately, I do not like. Oh, that dude fucking sucks. Fuck that guy. Like, you know, like I could have worded it a whole lot nice, but I like adjectives.
You don't need to. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to talk like that. I think I don't know. I want nothing more than to have a drift series where you're the commentator. Nothing more. Like I want, like, honestly, I have thought about how, and like, if anyone wants to see this, please say something. Cause like, I don't know if I want to spend all the time figuring it out, but I want to do like a counter commentary for like D1 and for like FD, and like, maybe not stream it, but just like we can all watch it and like do our own commentary for the event.
Yeah.
I feel like that, and like I feel like that'd be super funny because, you know, if it's in Japanese and you don't speak Japanese, you don't know what they're saying. And if it's FD, they're talking about pockets and stuff, you know, they're getting better. Like J-Rod's, like, honestly, I give him credit. Like I try to do my own commentary for this like small event, and it was actually pretty hard. Like it's hard to like keep saying interesting things to no one for that long.
Yeah. No, I'd love to fucking commentate. I just don't know how to get in.
Yeah.
With the people that decide that.
Yeah. I don't know. You gotta give a couple hands. Yeah, you gotta give a couple hand shandies that you weren't planning on, you know. That's one of my other favorite fucking terms from you guys. International slang is the fucking best.
It's the best. It's the best. And then you just roll it off in normal convo and watch people like, what the fuck?
What did you just say? Be like, oh yeah, my friends in Australia say it, and they're just like, oh, fucking la-di-da.
It means jerk off.
And they're like, no, it means something gross. I'm not that cultured. I hang out with bogans from it. I hang out with like I don't hang out.
I didn't meet him in the fucking airport lounge. Met him at a racetrack, burning tires, talking Peter Brock crystals.
Yeah, I think when I tell like my mom like, oh, I'm going to Australia for like, or I'm going to New Zealand, or I'm going to Japan for like drifting, they think I'm like going to like a F1 series like thing. I got like a hard card and I'm like cruising around with like fucking champagne, like, you know, talking to supermodels and shit.
Do you like, I don't, my parents do, like, but fucking my mum will fucking Oh, Sam went over to Japan for a drift event. Like make it sound out like someone. It's like, Mum, I bought a ticket. I bought a ticket, and I'm staying with a friend. We're staying in a shoebox.
Yeah.
No one of significance knows who I am. I'm just a normal human being.
Yeah. Whatever. At least they're
At least they're proud.
At least they're proud. Yeah. You could just be like giving yourself a handshake, like and just hanging out. Oh, you guys are home again? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, get out there and see the world, Sam.
Yes, very true. Very true.
Yeah, but at the same time,
it is the world.
It is like embarrassing. It's like you it's like expectations versus reality. Like
Oh yeah.
You're like, all right, cool. So I'm just gonna. There's a porta potty and flew 14 hours to go.
Squat.
Yeah, like, oh, okay. Well, it's the same everywhere.
Yeah. Hey, we're all the same.
We're not hanging out with like celebrities and supermodels and stuff. And
nah, that's it. And like our time will come. It's coming.
Yeah. You're like, oh,
huge.
That guy made his own motorcycle. It's pretty cool. Like,
Oh fuck, that's gold.
Like, oh yeah, nice. But like, I feel like from the inside looking out, maybe it does look. I don't know. I always wonder like what my friends that I went to high school with that like see.
Yeah.
Like, did they think that I'm like?
Do they know I'm as much of a loser? Like,
yeah. Do they think I'm like getting paid to like fly around and go to drift events? Like, no, like I paid for a ticket and then I just helped my friend work on his car. Like,
yeah.
In a fucking spot with like a squat toilet, and we were there 6 a.m. But like, I don't know, it's still fun.
Oh, I still love it. I wouldn't change anything.
No, and I think like within the drift community, like a lot of other people would probably want to have that experience. So it's like,
yeah, for sure. It's definitely, I think, a case of us being around for some time and it losing its stigma of like if you were like your first day you went to a drift event and then someone transported you to the future where you're hanging out with the boys with you'd be like, holy shit, how cool is this?
Yeah, it's like
because
me
it's
watching that Stewie Bryant edit from Mahon. Like, this is vibes, dude. This is This is pretty cool. And I just have like a piece of shit car. Like, fast forward to me like at end style, like sweating, fucking pissed. Like,
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
We just need to meditate and ground ourselves back into the reality we're in.
We need to be more gracious and appreciative.
Yes.
Of our, shit. You got a corner office. You got 2 Japanese legend vehicles,
It's true. I mean, yeah. You know what? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm killing it.
We're fucking killing it. And you're killing it too.
Thanks, dude. I think you're killing it.
I think we're all killing it.
I think everyone's killing it in their own right, but some of them are killing it the wrong way.
Yeah.
I was going to say you need to edit. If you're going to edit like a little snapshot of this podcast, it needs to be the bit we're just saying we need to be more gracious. We need to be, and then cut back to 15 minutes ago when we're like, fuck that, dude.
There's a lot of really good shit I could cut out of it. Like, I need to do that. I need to like take, because that's I watch a lot of podcasts, or I listen to a lot of podcasts, and they always like put the clips in of like funny shit, and then you want to watch it. I need to do that because like there is good stuff in these, like, and this one's like full of just ridiculous shit that people would be like, what are they talking about?
And that's how you get the clicks. You get the clicks.
Yeah. What's the goal? What's the long-term goal here? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. I think you might need to sit down, get a fucking pen, and jot down a long-term goal and how you can achieve it and how you can I'm telling you, Palmer, when you talk in a voice like this, it demands respect. People think you know what you're talking about. And especially if you sort of look poignantly at the camera, you think you know what I'm saying. But I've actually wasted 2 minutes saying nothing.
You have a lot of skills that could be used for evil. You should do
I feel like I'm a real master of no trades, jack of all, you know?
I mean, you got like all the makings of someone who could,
do something, but they're not doing anything.
I mean, I don't want to say that, so I won't.
But that's what I feel. You know, I feel like it's all there. I've got it there, but I'm just not doing something. I should be doing something.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing something. You got a job. You go drifting.
Yeah, but I want to do more.
Don't we all?
Do we?
No, definitely not. But
I mean, some of us, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question. I wonder if everyone feels that way, or if it's just some people will never feel like they're doing enough.
I would love to hear from those people. Let me know. Let me know how you have got to that mindset, because you know how they're like, oh, you see some old Bob Marley quote or Damian Marley quote or Bruce Lee quote, and it's always the same shit. Like, you need to know what you've got around you, but material. And it's like, fuck that. I want more.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I get it. I want to be grounded.
That's what we're designed to do as humans. Like that's part of evolution, is you want, like, that's the only reason we live to consume and like get more. Or if we didn't have that, like, if we were just all Buddhist monks, we'd just be sitting like,
fuck, we would be thinking some crazy stuff, but
we'd be onto some shit. And I mean, I think it's like finding a balance between the two. Like, cause I like one day I'm like, I need to fucking do this, and I'm gonna fucking start another podcast, and I'm gonna like sell my dick, and I'm gonna fucking make an OnlyFans, and then I'm gonna do that. It's like,
yeah.
And then a day later, I'm like, oh, well, I guess I gotta go put my diff in, like if I want to go drive. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I could do that. And then the next day I'm like, oh man, like it'd be crazy, like I need to do. And then some days I'm just like, oh, like I can't even like handle doing my normal job right now, like
Yeah.
But whatever.
Them's the breaks, eh?
Yeah, we'll all find a balance.
That's it.
We're all just a bunch of fucking dolphins.
Yeah, just a bunch of meat carcasses moving through space, eh?
Yeah, bunch of yep. Like in my favorite movie, The Fifth Element.
Oh yeah, dude. Why did I think that? I was like, man, I hope he says Fifth Element. Yeah. Loving it.
We're really all just meat popsicles,
Yeah. I identify as meat popsicle. Aziz! Now that's a classic movie. They don't make that anymore.
Yeah.
Someone pointed out, what's his name? I forget. All I can think of is Dennis Rodman. It's not Dennis Rodman, but
Ruby Rod.
Yeah. And how that's just pretty much today. Because he's like doing like a selfie fucking microphone, being real loud and extravagant and sticking a mic in people and like that's pretty much what happens today.
Yeah, like that's YouTuber, TikTok.
Yeah,
without a doubt. He's Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah. Dude, the haircut, pretty close.
Yeah. He's like, who's gonna hate me? I don't care, like.
Yeah. Wait, that's it. Because what does it matter? I still got 100 million other people saying I'm cool, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. I can't imagine. Could you imagine like, hey, okay, so like Adam LZ came to Super D, and it wasn't like he got like mobbed or anything. Like he was just like a dude there at the drift event or whatever. But like the shit people would come up and say to him. was just unreal. Like he'd be having a conversation and they would just be like waiting like a fucking tiger in the fucking brush, like looking at a gazelle, just like I'm gonna say something to him, you know, like they're just like they're like running through in their head,
waiting for that gap, just like, where is it?
Is he gonna graze? Is he gonna fucking graze? Is he gonna look over here? Dude, and like they would just go like
and then as soon as it's like, oh, I've got one too.
yeah. And like, man, I can't imagine, and like hurt and shit. Like people always want to like anytime he shows up to a drift event, I'm surprised he can even drive because like he's got like a fucking whole gang of people.
It's unfathomable. I remember when I went to SEMA and one of the boys from work I was with, he was like, "Oh my god, dude, there's Hurt and there's fucking what's the welder, fucking fabricator dude's name? Hoonigan fabricator? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Know. I don't watch any of their stuff.
Same. But apparently fucking everyone does. And yeah, he was losing his shit. He was like, "Oh my god, dude! Oh my god!" Walked up to him. He's like, "Hey, hey, how you guys going?" Like, I don't know. It was just obviously he was like frothing, which is it's all good. It's all part of it. Like, but yeah, it's just wow. They're human beings.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting.
Like I get it. I fully get it. But it's at the same time, it's sort of wow. Yeah. Like, do you not realize socially how this is looking, or like how you're making this person feel?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're used to it, I'm sure. You know, that's the weird part. Like, and then how do you, like, once that becomes like normal?
Yeah.
That's extra weird too. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. What type of reality are they living in?
Yeah. I don't know, man. Grass is always greener, but like, definitely looks like they have a good time, you know? Like,
oh, dude. Yeah. Fucking, I'd put up with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the thing is like, I think it's like, fuck you. The reason you're able to do that life that you are is because the people that they're fanboying and coming up to you and watching it, which is awesome. It's just like, fuck, have like, like the biggest example is like, say the car's just on fire and they've just come back into the pits, cars on fire, crews everywhere. Like, fuck, what are we doing here? I mean, you as a driver, you're like, oh, fuck. Like, and that's when a person comes up like, hey, man, love your shit. You'd be like, fuck, like time and place, bro. Like,
yeah. I think that's probably what happens a lot too, you know?
Yeah, like that's just sort of the stuff I've sort of observed. Like, it'd throw me off.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't even know who Adam LZ was. He came to Super D, like one of the Matsuris or whatever, and there's like a clip of me chasing him and Chelsea DeNova, and I like someone's like, "Oh, bro, you made it on Adam LZ," and I was like, "What's that?" You know? And I was like, he's like, I'm like, send me a link or whatever, and he like sent me a link, and I was like, this is a vlog. How long is this shit? Like, I just want to see the clip, you know? And then I looked at how many views this thing had, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Like, who is this dude? And then I just didn't think anything of it for like a while. And then like, it's like all people want to talk about it. Now I'm fucking doing the same thing. Damn it. But like, it's like kind of interesting to see somebody take such crazy spotlight in drifting, because like I saw, even when he went over there to like Australia and stuff, it was like a big deal, there's like a lot of people.
Oh dude, I couldn't, the local, like that Archerfield drift track I was talking about, like apparently people were lining down the street, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
And I think it just throws me off is because go back to at the start of the podcast when we're talking about like the Will Rogie era, and that type of era. I mean, that type of era, you sort of like, at least from over here, the vibe and perspective, like you kept up to date on the Risky Devil blog. You went on C's Garage blog. You fucking had OMG Drift, Motor Maven, Speed Hunters, fucking Nori Yarrow was at its. You had all these go-to spots, and they were all like would fill you in on what was happening, who the people were, who the movers and shakers were. And now I'm just like, fuck, I'd have no idea. Because I still keep up to date with all those avenues, like on Instagram. Like I know Risky Devils turned into the fucking 38 other fucking alternatives or whatever they've fucking rebranded themselves as. Shout outs, boys.
Yeah.
But like YouTube vloggers, I've got no idea. Like the Hoonigan shit, I got no idea. Like it was just And Hoonigan was kind of at the tail end, you know. Like I was hurt and all that, like watching all that.
Yeah.
But now it's just reached this next stage of cycle, and it's like, the movers and shakers, you could all find out they're here, but now the movers and shakers are like out here.
Yeah.
Like, and there's the spread's too big for me to keep tabs on, or it's moved so rapidly I haven't fucking kept up with it.
Yeah. Well, then you have like there's like more and more. Like some other like YouTube BMX guy just bought my friend's Cressida, you know, and it's like I think he already had like a Jay-Z S chassis, but like I've never seen this dude before. Like I don't know who he is, but I saw it because my friend's like, oh, this guy bought my car, and so I was like checking him out. I'm like, what the fuck? This guy's like super. Like it's just kind of interesting that like there's people. It seems like drifting's growing at this like kind of weird rate, and then people are getting into it like that are already super high up in the like known realm
food chain.
Like the
and it's like
almost,
instead of like a traditional, you know, it gets bigger and it goes up in a pyramid, like the people that started it down here are the ones that are on top because they've been there the longest kind of thing and shit.
Those are the ones building the foundation.
It's like it's like there's a pocket here of YouTube fucking stars, and then you've still got like all your other people over here that your James Deans, your Risky Devils, your Fat Lace, super fucking speed hunters, hunter motor maven fucking.
So I don't even think Fat Lace exists anymore.
Yeah, well, fuck. At one stage, all you could wear was an Illis shirt. I remember that.
Yeah.
But you know, like it's you got this pocket of drifting people that know only about drifting through vlogs and shit like that.
Yeah, that's the weird part.
I'm like, where the fuck did these guys come from?
Yeah, I think that's the like challenging aspect. It's like you got that's the weird. It's not about the people who are popular getting into drifting. That's cool. It's about their like following who now is like
learning about drifting through them, but it's like a it's like a I mean, in fact, I don't know because I don't watch the vlogs, but you know, it's just a different way and a different fucking. It's different, I suppose. It's different, and I don't know where that leaves it. I don't know where it leaves it for growth.
Yeah,
like I still feel like drifting's just all over the shop. It still doesn't really have its own identity.
I feel like
everyone thinks it's still got to be all the exact same thing. No one's fucking clued on to the fact that you can have different types of drifting everywhere and still all succeed and fucking push one another.
Yeah, I feel like drifting like is similar to like skateboarding, where it was a thing and then it like got popular and then like died out and then it like came back and had like a huge resurgence and it's just never gonna go away.
Yeah, and it's coming back stronger because you got all these different.
Yeah, it's like all avenues. The weird subcultures of drifting that like disappeared and went kind of like out of the mainstream's eye for like a while, grew and made their own weird cultures and stuff. And then it's like the same thing with skateboarding, I guess, but just trying to figure out like what I guess it does it even fucking matter? Like we get to go do it. Like the people that are watching it and commenting on it and you know, like I guess does it really matter what what their experiences of it? Like
no, like that's it. And I think like it stems back to me trying to make Reckham like for like me. Obviously, this is not for anyone except me, but like it's like, you know, you try and make Reckham bigger by understanding what's going on, but in doing so, you've completely lost the fucking plot.
Yeah.
Like, because you've spent so long trying to figure out when you should have just been focusing on doing what you wanted to do.
Yeah. Like, I was I moved near the beach, so I was like looking at like cruiser skateboards because like that's what you fucking do here, I guess. I don't know. I go OCD on things, but I found there's like a dude who makes like really cool like cruiser boards out of like recycled skateboards. I know it sounds like it has nothing to do with what we were just talking about, but this dude's like, I don't know, it's like this thing, and he just like focused on that, and it's like skateboarding's huge, but he's not making skateboards for people who, you know, he's not trying to build like a huge brand. He's just doing what he fucking thinks is sick, and it is sick. And like because of that, I think the people that you get who like are interacting with it are more, I don't know, like more, yeah, they're more like it's like OGs and like people who like, you know, design people and like people who like are like really really immersed in it. And it's like I'd rather have the conversations with people who just like fucking live and breathe the shit than like someone who plays a seto and like watches vlogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 100%, 100%. And like, yeah,
I think we're better off like that.
Oh, 100%. And I can definitely like admit, like I've wasted way too much energy, time, like being negative and thinking like, you know, thinking you could lead the horse to water and make it fucking drink if you like force the head down. And then even just wasting time understanding, like, you know, it's like, and this goes back to my 5 years of learning shit and wasting time, but you know, it only feels like wasted time because you're back to square one, but it's not wasted time because you got all this fucking knowledge up here now, baby.
Yeah, imagine if you could go back to then with the knowledge.
With that, yeah. But
if only I had a time machine, dude, I could go back. I could win that football game. What's that scene from Napoleon Dynamite where like snaps his nuts with them? Anyway.
Yeah. But like, you know, like people don't realize that's now, you know. You have taken a time machine.
Yeah.
I mean, my balls are a little bit saggier, but it's like,
ball and fucking time machine together, baby.
Yeah.
Hang in there, baby.
Yeah. That's why that poster will never not be funny. It's got so many uses.
Yeah.
It's so versatile. But
just think of the kitten fucking
do your thing.
Hanging on it's on a planet just spinning around in space.
Oh, dude. So like there's so many different revisions of that poster. It's gold, man. And there's some classics. Like there was this hand drawn and it looked like watercolored, and it was these kittens getting flown around a cyclone and like storms coming in and a lake and ocean. It was beautifully detailed. And then it's hang in there, baby. So, yes, that's a psychedelic fucking angle I'm looking for on this.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we figured it out yet, but we're close.
No, I reckon we maybe another podcast, but I reckon we're pretty close. So I reckon
pretty close. We're figuring out the universe.
Yeah. We're fucking one step closer.
Existential lines. Did it break? Mez? Hey, Mez. Well, his computer froze, I guess. But tune in next week to find out the secrets of the universe as we do the goodest job we can figuring them out.